Nice. Hi, Android.
Hey chat, how's it going? It's me, Willen.
Mute yourself again, but it's my stream. My chat.
You didn't miss me saying anything. All I said was that my drink's 50% rum and it's not enough. But we're playing more Monster Hunter today.
Look on the positive side, Willen. It's also 50% orange juice.
I guess. There's also ice in there. It's probably some percent of ice. Hitting the mic. Did I punch the mic? That's always fun. Are you upstairs? Oh, you are. Hello.
I'm next to you.
Hello.
It's me.
Wait, how badly did I hit the mic? You all went like... You got like... Not like this emote. With like the Wi-Fi symbol next to it. That's not okay. I'm gonna change the colour of my armour. You were confusion, shit, but getting on with it. Ah. Are you in good form today, Rathalos? Tired but ready to bounce. Heck
Good
yeah.
form. Are you in good fighting form?
Hell yeah. I'm in Form 3. Thank you, Anus
Do you feel
Stretcher.
like-
Age of Empires 2 HD Edition.
Thank you for the 2 years, bro friendo from Budget Toucans. Thank you. Yeah.
Brave friendo.
It is Anus Stretcher, the medic, with a picture of the dick butt medic on Steam, unless he's changed it. Someone put that
I
on
mean,
a
I don't
t-shirt.
see, but I see.
Do you not remember Anus Stretcher?
No.
Oh.
I died again from the time of TF2 where I already pay attention.
Do you want to loop a Palumu?
Do you want to leap a Palumi?
Silly question. Reasonably well. Good evening from an American in Switzerland. What's it like being in a free country? Hello. You never change. Are you still... Wait, let me... Do you see what you're doing? Okay. He does still have a dick butt picture of the medic as his profile picture. I think he's had that for like 5 years. Makes it so easy to recognise. I hate the people on Steam that constantly change their avatar. As someone who uses the Steam constantly, like me.
Steam.
Yeah. No, I don't care anymore. I used to get kind of annoyed by it because I'd be like, hello, my friend. And they would be like, who are you? And I'd be like, who are you? Because we both will have changed our names and our picture. Especially like weeb snipers. It's hard to keep track of them.
Well, they all have like an Ahigao face, don't they? It's always the same.
Or it's like black and white manga photo.
Yeah.
I've gone the wrong way. Yeah, do you like the blue chicken, bro friendo? It's Kojiro from Ocarina of Time. Or it's meant to be. I tried redrawing it a bunch and I could never be happy with it, so I just kind of left it on one of the versions. Otherwise I'd be there like editing it forever. We're killing Palumu, right?
Yeah, he's right here. I was about to say, you could go from that on. No, don't fly away, you little slut. I was gonna say,
Black and white manga.
because he has 2 spawns or like 3 spawns, and then sometimes he'll do what he does now, which is fly away. So you would have been closer.
Where's he gone up? Oh, he bloody hell, he has, hasn't he?
Because all you need to do then is just jump down. But yeah,
I'll just go back.
same difference.
This is faster. Your Steam stuff always has the same cringe it is, but I constantly change my Discord name and poof. I think my one is still Chaos from Comic Girls. You're a flaming Reimu on Steam. You always have Toho pics. I vary it. Rarely. Oh, it's very, very bright. Oh my god, it is bright. Tommy, where's the creature?
I'm attacking him. No, you got to keep going down. Like I said, it was the same difference, but if he was actually here to begin with, then you'd have been faster staying there.
I guess so.
But he's on your map, surely.
Yeah. I just need to figure out an efficient way to get there. You'll never beat the name of my YouTube channel from 2009. Okay, Sonic fan 360. Also, mine's from 2011. What the heck? I remember making it and going, this might be useful in the future. But I could have made one way sooner. Sonic Fan 535, close enough. I forgot the numbers at the end of your YouTube persona. He's in here.
Hey, Cadron.
Oh yeah, I have a great sword.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I have a great sword. I hit him with every swing on my great sword.
Thank cushion.
Did I actually hit you though?
Yeah.
I tried to. I wasn't sure if it missed. Sonic is so universal. Is he? Why does he become all airy and puffy?
I don't know.
Where does he
Normally
store it?
He just breathes it in.
Can you do that? Wait, are those
Wait,
things
you
around
breathe
his
it
neck
in?
his lungs?
If you breathe in, your stomach becomes bigger. Your diaphragm.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, there you
Like
go.
a pregnant woman. Your diaphragm,
pregnant
your
woman.
diaphragm moves, yeah. Everyone wants to go first. Stream is buffering hard. Does it not have the normal 720 option? Oh, so you're on the buff. Hello. The buff? It's the bus that's been working out. Where did he go?
He's gone to the I don't know. He's gone up top.
He's gone over there. Yeah, there's a lot of variety in colours today. It's not just like purple. You have a story, Rathalos, do you? A story. It autoed to 240p and it's still buffering. Is anyone else having frame rate
That's
problems?
an oof internet. No, I think that's just him. Otherwise you'd know.
Yeah, I've dropped no frames. Well, you never know if it's a Twitch problem. Oh. I need to use the YB option way more.
Guess you'll never live with Tommy. That's a strange sentence.
That is a pretty strange sentence. True. True for, like, almost everyone on
Well, yeah,
Earth.
most likely. I'd say it's it's a very high chance of that, never happening.
What if it's like a Fallout 3 apocalypse and everyone only lives in one town?
I've decided something. I've been watching lots of Samoid videos, like on YouTube.
Oh, like Fizzy does.
Yeah, like Fizzy does. And I've decided that I can have a Samoid, right? Because it takes too much effort.
Yeah,
But
they
I'd
are
be quite happy
hard to
if
control.
if a friend would have one. I've decided you're going to be that friend that gets a Samoid, and then I can come around every weekend and play with the Samoid.
Don't they shed, like, constantly? You
Yeah.
have to, like, hoover your house 8 times a day.
You have to hoover your dog.
Yeah. Do you not think they feel... Oh, no. He knocked me off. That would feel a bit weird, wouldn't it, being hoovered?
I don't know.
Is The Witcher 3 a controller game or a keyboard mouse game? I don't know.
Both.
I think it's either, isn't it?
It's both, yeah.
Preference. Yeah, if you'd have been like a second later. Have you played the game Stramina? I haven't. Oh, it's Flashy Boy.
Why is he here? What a place to be for
How did he
Flashy
get
Boy.
here?
I
I
don't
am
know.
dead.
Oh dear.
I got stun locked and then died. You can chat again. Okay, Adrian. When did they add Woobat to the game? Hell yeah.
Flashy Boy just tried to climb up and fell off.
I'm gonna eat. I thought I could get away with not eating, but I had like no health.
Always eat.
Yeah, I was
Really
like, it's
well.
just a Palumo. Google Stramina for cool graphics. Okay. If they're not cool, I'll be very upset. Hello, chat. Yesterday you were cleaning up your room before the landlord to come and inspect the flat. You were sitting on your ottoman in front of your bed with a bag, and then out of nowhere your head goes weird. You wake up to painfully discover that you'd face planted on the floor on top of your nose from either syncope, a seizure because you were momentarily convulsing, or both. It's probably due to stress, but you've never fully passed out like that before.
Oh, I'm gonna...
Yeah, passing out's pretty monker-ass. I've been stunned, Tommy. Flashy boy is fighting me for some reason, but he's just flashing.
Yeah, and then he'll run away.
He's a weirdo. Now your nose hurts. Yeah, I did that in my first year of uni. I drank like an obscene amount of like vodka or something. And I like tripped over some chairs in someone else's flat and passed out for like 8 hours. I like woke up and it was like the morning. Or like mid-afternoon, early... like 12, 1? I guess that's just afternoon. You did get accepted into college and you might need help. Your parents might disown you. Really? How many did you apply to? Don't you normally apply to like 5? Have you tried sending any of them a nice message asking them to let you in? It worked for me. Oh, hello. You called your mum up while you were still on the floor and confused. Yeah. When it happens, it's not something that's particularly nice, but, you know, free sleep. Here we go. You can only apply for 2 in the first wave, but you can apply for 5 on the second wave. Really?
That's weird.
As is pretty weird. You have like you only have 2 shots to get into a uni. Is that to stop people from having like 1 good option, 3 okay options, and then 1 awful option? Because that's how I did it. I didn't even get into the awful option, that's the one I asked to get into.
Yeah, because we get 5 straight up, and then you've got clearing anyway. If you don't get any of them, you get to go into clearing.
Yeah, so you might still get another one anyway. Petit mal. Is that like a petit mort? Pretty much, well then. That's kind of unfortunate. Because it's fun to apply to unis you know you'll never get into, but just say that you apply to them anyway.
God damn it, flashy boy.
Do you want me to unflash you?
It's okay.
I'll try and get you with a C.
It's not okay. Oh, it's okay.
Goodbye. Oh, thanks for the slash in the gut.
Your backhand.
By the way, I was upset because I went to go read the latest chapter of Senko-san because it was released like a week ago, but for some reason Manga Rock didn't have it. And I went on there and it was like, oops, sorry, this is licensed now, so we don't have it. So I had to go into my other Manga Rock app and find it there. So all my progress, I had to like reread a couple of chapters because I couldn't remember where I was. It was worth it, but I was like, oh heck, it now doesn't say that I've read every chapter, it just says I've read the last few. But then also someone updated, someone translated the, something like, this small sage will try her best from level 1 or something, which I read like a year ago, but there was only 1 chapter. All of a sudden there's like 5 of them now. I guess no one bothered to translate it. But that was pretty interesting. It's like at least like a 6. Is that? It's Pickle, yeah.
It's the pickle.
I heard the scary song. Hello though. Typical uni to almost not accept someone who ended up getting top marks. Well yeah, but my A-levels sucked ass. Just because my degree's good doesn't mean that the stuff I had before my degree was any good.
I've got top marks and I got rejected.
Did you ask them politely?
No.
Well, there you
I
go.
don't want to go to Edinburgh.
Oh, good choice.
So get owned, Edinburgh. I rejected you in my mind.
My secondary school tried to convince us to go to Scotland, and I said, yeah, all this stuff's great, but it is also in Scotland. They were like, oh yeah, there's all these nice benefits.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
Well, I was like,
those are cool benefits, but I don't want to move to Scotland.
It's one of the few places that does my course, so I was like, well, better apply it. So like, there's like 4 places in total.
Do you have
to
traps?
actually do my course. Yeah, I do. But so I didn't even have enough universities to apply to
Oh.
like fill out 5. So I applied. Plus Sam's at Edinburgh, so.
Yeah, I was half considering. One of my choices was Cardiff. I know some people went. What was Callum in Cardiff? Remember Callum, soldier, Weeb team?
I remember Callum.
I think he was in Wales, maybe, or someone else.
I mean, he is Welsh.
No, but I think he went to Cardiff. I mean, sorry.
I got a Wyvern gem from my Palico.
What?
My Palico got a Wyvern gem.
As you do. You want to get into college, you gotta say, Oi, your krauts, shits, lemmy, and re. Exactly like that. You hate real estate agents, re. Is that so? Enough to re, as well. Hello.
I always think of like real estate agents are kind of like vampires.
Well, I was talking to my sister, and they were like, yeah, they might ask you, like, where you met your friend, and I was like, what? Who cares? Because apparently I can't just say, oh yeah, I met the friend I'm moving in with through video games.
You know, you just go.
I was going to say I met them. I was going to say I met them through uni. If they ask.
I
Yeah.
met them in the Dutch.
Yes. I met my friend at uni. She's doing her masters. I'm assuming they'll accept that. Apparently they ask you all sorts of weird questions. Because I didn't know this to this extent. My current flat I just kind of got through Rightmove. But like, it's a really good idea to be signed up in London to an estate agent. They send you stuff like weeks beforehand. And sometimes a lot of the good flats don't actually seem to go on Rightmove. My sister reckons they probably have to pay like a pretty big fee or something. So if there's a good flat that they think will sell, they'll just only give it to people who are on their mailing list. So apparently you just gotta put up with the estate agents being all weird and asking everything about you. A roided rat. Roided out rat angels. Excuse me? Is the face come
what
closer?
What you need to say
Is it?
is that you need that second
monitor.
bedroom woolen for your friend who's a voice inside your head, and that'll get him.
Yes, my friend Michael smiley face. You can't
And they
see
go,
them.
Oh, where is it? Where are they? And they're like, they're behind.
You don't know
And they
them.
turn
They go to a different school.
around. They live on a different mental plane.
Yeah. You have to be ascended to see them. Estate agents. Also, like with this guy, he spelled my name wrong, even though I told him how to spell it. So he wasn't actually emailing me these houses.
It's like, God damn it, Wolverine.
But he kept ringing me up at like 9 AM while I'm asleep, obviously. And I kept telling him, please stop. And he's saying, okay, I won't call you again. You know, a couple days later, oh, I found another flat. I said, like, please, like, stop.
We're not roommates, Chromical. That would be hell.
Me and Tommy were not roommates now. I don't
would
shop at the right
call it
supermarket.
Sudoku.
Oh, it's this son.
Because there'd be a hamster, and that would make me want to die. Because I know what hamsters are like at night. They go,
No,
the
the new whale he's got is completely silent. I don't hear him anymore.
I don't believe you.
It is literally
He's
silent.
too busy going run, 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 run.
You can't hear shit.
And then if he gets bored, he's like, You know what's really fun? To chew
Biting.
on the metal bars.
Yeah, he does do that.
Oh man, can't wait to chew some metal bars. I was actually looking at hamster stuff. I was thinking maybe I'll do what you did, whenever I don't live in halls, get a little pet.
Well, I mean, I got mine because my sister didn't look after it.
And this, oh, okay.
I didn't buy
Well,
it.
there's some really nice cages.
Yeah, you can get ginormous ones that are like the size of half a
Yeah,
room.
unchewable ones.
Yeah, you can get ones with plastic roofs.
There's like an eco one, and I was like, I might get that one.
The problem is you have to make sure they have something to chew at absolutely all times.
Oh yeah, I mean,
So,
I've
like-
had a hamster before.
Yeah, but the benefit of the metal bar is, you
My
know,
hamster
they can
was
go
on
like a day or two. My hamster just eat like everything.
My hamster never died, and it died in its sleep inside the fucking coconut that it lived in.
It lives in a coconut.
It lived in a coconut.
Pretty hardcore.
Well, because it had a house, but then it like chewed on the edges, so it was a bit tatty, so I got rid of it.
Alright.
And we had some coconuts, so I gave him a coconut, and he chewed out the inside, and then lived in there, so I had to put bedding in there.
It's pretty
Because he
cute.
had a coconut. Yeah, well, it was pretty cute until when he eventually died, and you have to be like, where the fuck's the hamster? Oh yeah, he's in his fucking coconut.
Oh,
Because I hadn't seen him for a couple of days, and I was like,
monk
this
ass.
isn't good. I mean, like, sometimes, you know, he just doesn't come out, but... Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
like, I hope it's only been a couple of days that I haven't seen him. Because if it's been, like, a week that he's been festering away in a coconut... Ugh.
Festering. Oh.
But he was a good boy.
Yeah, my one's incredibly well behaved. You can feed him
yours-
anything and he doesn't. He like tries the hardest not to bite you.
I know yours is long hair, but what is it? It's a Russian...
He is
dwarf,
called a
is it?
Syrian long. It's literally called like a long-haired Syrian.
Yeah.
Because I was confused for the
gonna-
longest time because I'd never seen anyone with trousers like his.
Yeah, I was doing research again into like which hamster to get, and I was like, because I had a Syrian before, and they're quite easy.
I like
because They actually
Syrians.
remember who you are.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, apparently like the little dwarf ones, they don't remember who you are. If you
Yeah,
don't
dwarf
see
ones
them
are
every
too-
day.
They're not the smartest creatures.
Yeah.
But they're also tiny, so they're cheaper. You can get them in smaller cages.
I like the colours more. But I was
Syrians
like,
do just tend to be kind of brown. Although pudding's like ginger and white. Woolen, do you know about the hamster objectivism utopia known as Hampture, where a man sends hamsters underwater? Excuse me? Like, do they have little cages that go underwater at, like, the pipes? When I was younger, one of my sisters... I think they all had hamsters except for me for some reason. I don't know why. Well, I've always been quite responsible, so I was always, like, a bit upset about that. I lived with it, you know. What am I gonna do? Ouch.
That was so good.
But they all had hamsters. I guess I didn't complain enough, because my younger sister got a hamster after she complained repeatedly for like a year. I just asked like twice, and they were like, no, they don't like them, they smell weird, they're rodents. And I was like, oh, okay.
I was just like, can I get a hamster? And Mum was like, no. But then I was like, yeah, but I'll tidy, I'll clean them out and stuff. And then she's like, okay.
That is the classic argument. My one was, I think my mum just hates like rodenty things. And she thinks they
You
smell
really have
weird.
Rats.
Yeah, my mum hates rats.
Rats are such good pets.
I really like them.
Unreal.
Especially Smalls rats, like when they post videos of the small beans, they look so friendly.
No, rats are just like.
Don't they
they're
also live way
ridiculously
longer than
clever.
hamsters?
Oh, they live.
they're like
they
dogs.
live forever, yeah. We had two guys, and they did not like each other. So one actually killed the other, but you know.
They do that.
Then the other one, yeah, and then it died of depression. The one that killed the other died of depression. Like,
Yeah.
fucking idiot.
It's similar with what are they? What are the things that? Oh, ferrets. I was gonna say, what's Furret named after?
Oh, I wonder what ferret is named after.
If you have only one ferret, they get really sad
Maybe
and die.
maybe it's a mouse.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Ferrets are super social, but, they're
But if
also
you have
super-
two, they just shag constantly.
I wouldn't. Like,
That's all
yeah,
they do.
I wouldn't get a ferret because they're so stinky.
Yeah, they smell weird. I knew my step cousin 100 billion times removed or something. I don't know how I'm related to him. I haven't seen him in
They
like
have a very
15 years. He had ferrets.
Strong musk.
They're just weird. He made an interconnected mega habitat with solar capabilities. You know what I really liked? I think it was My Weird Obsessions, the show which I brought up by accident before because I didn't remember the name of it. The guy who pulled all his pubic hair out was on it. There was like a pair who had their entire like mansion redesigned to work with 100 million zillion cats to become like a forest playground. Like, the tops of all rooms had, like, pipework that the cats could run between rooms on, so they didn't have to go through doors.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Mr. Paladin has ferrets, does he? Isn't he, like, a father? You'd imagine he'd have, like,
Yeah, he's a
dogs.
ferret father.
No, I thought he's, like,
They're-
40, isn't he?
They're quite good for kids. They're a very good pet. It's just they smell.
I'd rather have dogs.
They're quite affectionate as well.
He has a
They get quite
ferret and a
attached.
real son. Does he only have one son? Mr. Paladin. But yeah, if you're looking for a hamster, I don't know if you can even find them. I think Pudding Long Trousers was the only long-trousered one they had. My mum was buying it in secret for my younger sister for like Christmas. And she was like, oh, I was caught by how like beautiful it was. And I was like, yeah, you're right. It's a nice hamster. I think actually on YouTube I have a video from like 2 years ago when it first showed up. I like opened up the thing and it yelled at me. And Music has a lot of pets. Yeah? Married father and ferret father. I see.
The best thing though about hamsters is that you put them in a ball and they run around your house and they scare your cat.
Oh, does it scare your cat? I let him run around in the ball, but he just
Yeah.
ends up going next to my
When I had-
clothes washing machine and just sitting there for hours. And I'm like, you shouldn't do that.
He'd chase the cat in the ball.
Yeah, I say
It was
hours.
the funniest shit.
You're only meant to let them be in the ball for like 10 minutes, but Pudding gets upset if I didn't give him like 20 minutes. Occasionally I have to
normally
go like...
Gave him about 10, I think, 15.
I'm like, you're gonna get thirsty, my son. I have to force give him a break every now and then. But you'll
We
go
just
back
waited
in and
until he
like...
stopped running.
I mean, sometimes he'd like get really upset. He'd be like, I want to go for a run now. He'll like sit next to the door and just wait patiently. He used to chew on the bars, but then I told him to stop, and he stopped doing that. He's very nice. But he just kind of sits there. He knows this is how I get into the ball. I just stand by the door and just kind of paw. So I put him in the ball, and then he just sits in the ball below his cage. It's like, you know, what has this accomplished? I guess
that's why,
you're on
that's
plastic.
why Syrians are the best, because they actually learn.
He's
They
such
can
a
actually
smart
do
boy.
things.
He's really smart. Just the fact that like you can feed him the smallest things, and he's like very careful. Like when you feed a well-trained dog, you know, and they just like eat out your hand. Or my chickens, which for some reason were well-trained. I don't know how. It was only really me that spent any time with them. But they were like, you know, you want to feed a chicken when they're brand new, they'll peck the shit out of your hand, and you're like, that's uncomfortable. It's like a witch's bony finger poking you. Like, it doesn't hurt being pecked, but it kind of like, oh, don't do that. Then eventually they get used to the fact that your hand kind of flinches and they just kind of stopped. It's like, oh. A wholesome spy main who is a weeb but not edgy. Am I a spy main? I have
I
played...
think so.
I've probably played about 8 times as much Monster Hunter in the last year than I have TF2 full stop. Let alone spy.
Yeah, but you made spy videos.
I also made scout videos. And like sniper videos.
But you made a spy video
That's true. The last...
recently.
Oh, I just accidentally cancelled the quest and left it. I went to go talk to the lady to make a quest and mash through all the menus. I forgot I already had a quest posted. Chickens are cannibals. Yeah, they're incredibly cannibalistic. If you accidentally drop an...
This is stupid.
They're dinosaurs. But like, I've told the story 100 times, but like, this is like ages ago. This is like 6 or 7 years ago now. But there was like a hummingbird that like sat in the cage, and like all 12 or 15 chickens like swarmed and murdered it.
A hummingbird? We don't get hummingbirds.
I don't know if there was... Well, you know, like the small little tiny birds. I don't know about humming.
A wren?
It wasn't a robin, is all I remember. I thought it
wren.
looked like a hummingbird. I guess we
wren's
didn't get
tiny.
them.
A
It might be
blue
wren. Blue tit, maybe. I always said hummingbird because it's like a small little thing. But yeah, they just murdered it. But if you like drop an egg in the cage, or if they are sitting on an egg brooding... Oh, I have to depart. And if they accidentally like crush it because it hasn't formed properly, there'll be one chicken who like gets the shell and most of the egg, and it will chase around the entire garden with like the entire swarm of chickens following it. Like angrily, like we want the egg. And then eventually it like catches up and has like a bit of it, and then keeps running. It's quite weird. It's like watching Left 4 Dead, but with chickens. Left 4 Dead is chickens. It's having chickens. Because the house that my mum had the chickens in was like, I don't know, 3/4 of an acre, but the house was in the middle, because they lived in the forest. So they would run around essentially like an acre in circles and circles repeatedly, trying to get like this egg. I don't think they've realised at any point that they could have themselves smashed the egg, and then, you know, they wouldn't have to worry about it, but, you know. They're very cute. Like, you can hold them and like hug them, and they're like, they fall asleep. They like close their eyes and go like, oh yes. Your eyes are hurting now, you're gonna sleep. Go to sleep, my boy. Have fun. It's the same with hamsters. They're pretty cannibalistic. Most
Yeah.
animals.
Gerbils.
Gerbils especially, yeah. But no. And Finding Nemos as well. Clownfish. Who are on the endangered list thanks to Disney. Everyone going, oh yeah, I want this exotic fish in my house. So people just buying them and putting them in like a fish cage. The animal kingdom is what people on Reddit think the criminal system should be, where if someone does anything even slightly wrong, they should be like eaten. They're like, this cannot stand. This person tweeted that they didn't. This guy tweeted that he liked the last seasons of Game of Thrones. If I'm honest, I think he should be like tied behind a horse and rode through town, or like put into the stocks and had fruit thrown at him, but like old fruit. Clownfish are hermaphrodites, yeah. The best thing of all is Finding Nemo was real, then Merlin would become he'll become Nemo's mother. It's quite fun to think about. Yeah, like there's also a few fish like that. I don't remember what that's called, but there was a fish where like the biggest one becomes female, and if they successfully mate, then the male becomes a woman. Or if the woman dies, the biggest male becomes a woman. Is it anglerfish? They're really ugly. It might have been an anglerfish. There's also the ones that fuse, which sounds horrifying. The male become like a small lump on the woman. Like Slowbro. Can you even breed Slowbro and Shelder? Or Cloyster, or whatever it's meant to be?
No.
So it can bite onto its tail and become a new Pokemon, but it can't breed.
Yeah.
Yet you can breed a Skitty with a Wailord.
Yeah, makes sense, doesn't it?
You think fish would have a different group to animal or whatever? As anglerfish is the ones that fuse. Yeah. I don't think anglerfish are edible, no, they probably taste awful. They live in the abyssal
They don't taste like
zone.
the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, they live on the abyssal zone and feast on like dirt.
They feast on carcasses.
Yeah, essentially dirt. Like specks of carcass that have drifted down from above. Whales are mammals technically. Sure, they are. But I've got to imagine that in real life you'd have a difficult time breeding a blue whale and a cat. Considering people like can't seem to breed the last two remaining like pandas in the zoo. They might have a bit of difficulty with a whale and a cat. I don't know though. Kana Box is good, yeah. I liked the YouTube comment from the other day where the guy said, yo, is that from Kaguraton? And I was like, hell yeah. Just yeet the cat in the whale vag and it'll find its way. I've never heard a comment that I wanted to delete more. I might actually tab out just to remove that from my screen. Can you actually not breed a Nidoking and Nidoqueen? Seriously. Are they not both, like, monster egg group or something? Or, like... I don't know what egg group they might otherwise be in. They're meant to be like rabbits, right? Like poison rabbits that turn into, like, dinosaurs? Like kangaroo dinosaurs? Like Nidoran and... Those are rabbits, right? Nidoran male, Nidoran female.
Are they rabbits? I didn't even fucking make that connection ever.
I was under the impression that's what it was meant to be. They look kind of rabbity. Nidoqueen is undiscovered. Also, it's a rhino.
It's a rhino?
I guess Nidoking is more... he looks a bit like Rhydon, who is obviously a rhino. Yeah, I guess so. They do have like one horn, don't they? Excuse me, Alpha?
Exactly. Alpha's got it. That's what it is. That's what it says it is.
It's a
Whatever
poison
that
pin
is.
poison pin Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it knows the move like Poison Sting or whatever, right? There is a subtle...
No, but it's because the spikes on its body or something are all poisonous, so if you touch it, you get poisoned.
So all those like in like the anime, all those like lasses, like cuddling their Nidorans, like going, "Oh yeah, it's my cute Pokemon."
Idiots.
Are they all dead? Like all the
Yeah.
camper female.
Yeah.
They just die. They'll just die.
Yeah. Nidoking is just gay Rhydon.
I really like
Don't know
Rhydon.
about that.
He's an extremely cool Pokemon.
What about Rhypheria?
Rhyperia?
Yeah. What about him?
I don't. If I'm honest, I only found out about him like last year because I was playing Pokemon.
Man, he was a fucker
whatever.
to get.
He is in Pokemon. It's actually like Diamond. He's
Oh.
younger than I thought. It's like Pokemon Diamond, right? You
Yeah,
trade
he's-
a Rhydon with a. It's a really weird sounding item, isn't it? It's like
It's
a
like a Hammer-On or something.
no. It is. Oh, it might look like one, but it's like a really weird name. What's it called, chat? Because I found one in black and white, and I was like, wait, hang on, what's this? Oh, I found one in probably my platinum playthrough actually. I googled it. I was like, what is this? It's like Protector or something, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, the only optional we have is to kill Xeno.
Let's do it.
Yeah? I have some
Yeah.
events. We could do arena missions as well.
We kill Xeno.
Okay. I might bring my... No, screw it, I'll use this. Viperia is a drill Pokemon. Yes. They all are they not? Hence, almost every Pokemon Blue speedrun. Although I think... Only Pokemon Blue... Maybe they both use it now, but I was under the impression Pokemon Blue used him instead of Blastoise. Because in Fire Red there's a slightly smaller chance of getting a Nidoran male, so they just don't bother. It's called like the Protectorizer or something, yeah. It's got a weird name. Some new Pokemon have ugly designs. It's a pretty out there opinion. I don't think anyone's said that yet. I haven't heard this. It's literally just called the Protector. Yeah. I don't understand. It's weird that they added another one of those trade-in Pokemons, though. They're like, hey, let's make it so some of the older Pokemon are still kind of good. But let's also make it so it's like Golem and like Alakazam where you have to trade it. Like, sure. Because they made it so like Tangler becomes Tangrowth, right? You just evolve it, don't you? Or you like evolve it in like a grassy area, or you hold it has to. No, Tangrowth's weird, isn't it? It has to know like hidden power or something, doesn't it? Or secret
Dunno,
power
I
before
was
it can
traded
evolve.
for it.
I just know this because I don't know. I think Pokemon Y playthrough, my like second playthrough, I tried to get one, so I was like, oh, he's viable now. What's this like scary ass music?
This is Xeno'jiiva music.
Monk it is. Tanned fighting Yomu is your favourite. I do like that it's just you that's talking about like tanned Touhous, but I also agree. Touhous with 8 packs is like... It's the best of all moods. I don't know, I talked about this last time. I really like Excadrill. I don't like any of the new starters though, only Sobble. Sobble's the only new starter I like, since like Gen 3. Yeah, I'm just like, this boy has a good mood going for him. I haven't fought this guy in a while. It's been like a week or something, isn't it? Wooloo. Also, yes, yeah. Wooloo. An extremely good boy, and I cherish him. Oh, chat, what do you think about the Switch Lite? I said I thought it was like obvious that we're going to do it. It seems kind of cool. Yeah, it's literally a $200 Switch Lite. It's like handheld only. The controllers are integrated into the handset. But it's got a slightly smaller screen. I think it's 5.5 inches instead of like 6.1 or whatever. Same resolution, and a slightly better battery life. Obviously you get a normal Switch, yeah, but I think it's more for like parents, where the normal Switch is still kind of expensive, and you don't really want to let your kids take that around to play Pokemon on. So I'm assuming they're releasing the Lite, so when the Sword and Shield comes out, a lot of parents will buy essentially what is a Game Boy Advance for their kids. I think the Game Boy Advance actually costed more than that. More than $200.
I think so.
Getting inflation in, including inflation, I think it was like $250 at launch. It was pretty expensive. Wooloo is a her. Wait, are all Wooloo's female? This is a Monhun stream. I can't believe you're fighting Seath the Scaleless. No, this is Medea. Oh, Rathalos, thank you.
Oh
my ears. Help. Help. She's so loud. She won't stop. Thank you for the 260 bits, Rathalos. Can I have my ears back? Heck. But it is basically like a Game Boy Advance, essentially. I thought it's a cool idea. Like, cool. There's a cheaper version of the Switch, so people who are like, I'm not sure if I want to get a Switch just to play these games. It's like, hang on, look. It's now like the cost of a 3DS. Maybe it is worth it. Oh! He is hitting you with the beam.
Do not.
Trying to do something, yeah?
So afraid. No.
I can't like
have a shield.
flashbang him, can I?
Don't worry, I had a shield, so I can defend as long as I'm not stunned. But
Oh, sorry.
I was just very afraid.
You don't know her gender ratio, but Wooloo has hair like Pippi. Do you mean like the Osu mascot Pippi or what? Also, chat, were any of you watching Vaxie's stream the other day? I watched like the whole thing. It was like 5 AM by the time I stopped watching. It was crazy. You saw this, Tommy.
So what?
Vaxie is like a 15-year-old Osu player who got into the top 10 when he was like 12 a few years ago. He hit rank 1 in the first 1000 PP play the other day. It was incredibly hype. He just like knocked off for an entire stream. He was just like slamming through all these really hard maps, just casually knocking off like a PP record. Yeah, he's insanely good at the video game. Like even the runs that he was missing, it took him a few attempts to get it, like an hour. All those runs he was getting like 99 to 100% accuracy until like the end, where he'd like die. Or get a few misses and reset. Also, yeah, like last month he just went through and SS'd the Big Black over and over again with a bunch of mods. Which is like, it was meant to be a pretty big achievement a few years ago. Like Rarucci spent like 3,500 plays getting it. He was the best player for a while. And Vaxie just went through like slamming it with like flashlight and stuff. It was quite funny. And then like earlier today I think Iduk got another 1,000, so it was like, oh. Waited like 12 years to get a 12,000, 1,000 PP play. We got 2 within like the space of a day. It's like 2015 with the 800s. It's actually nuts though. Like people were retweeting it, like Cloud9, CLG maybe. It's cool. Heck. Tommy, what is he doing? Oh, it passes over your head. Will he heal? Will haha? Will hoo hoo? 1 in 1,000 PP when? I mean, there's some very tentative changes in the works, and there's an online calculator that's not updated properly. And they seem to overweight a lot of the maps that I can play.
And the bastard still won't die. O-R-A, he.
I don't think the bot knows how to say aura. But like obviously the changes aren't done yet, but like some of the random plays I've got are like 500 PP, 400 PP. Obviously again it's not the final changes, but if there is a complete PP rework in the next few months, haha PP rework, we're going to be seeing a lot of shuffling. I think a lot of people get an enormous boost from it. But like my random plays that have like a couple misses in the middle and are currently worth absolutely nothing get buffed an enormous amount. So I'm assuming if I bother to full combo them, they might be like 600 after the changes. But it won't matter, because if PP gets reworked, then everyone's gonna get the same buff. So like even though I might have a bunch more total, my rank will probably be about the same. Maybe. Depends what they end up doing. Be nice if they buffed speed maps. Because, like, the changes probably aren't going to go through because they're constantly changing it, but also, like, time freeze gets nerfed which shouldn't happen, but Hidemaru Naruto gets like a slight buff, which is stupid. I don't know. We'll see. It's an interesting time to be playing or watching Osu, for sure. Especially because you get to say PP a lot, which is always fun. Tomu's just laughing. He likes PP. He always thinks about it. He's like, I'm playing so much tonight, I need to PP. PB, PP. Tommy, what did he do? Why did he do that?
He did his exploding move because he's in the don't know, like this.
Thank you,
He
Mark.
always does that move when he does that.
Oh, I thought he was going to go through to the next arena. Like through the floor.
And that's when he flies up. Ah, yes.
Thought it was like
So
a
he's
Hollow
gonna go
Knight boss.
above. He's gonna go to above by going underneath.
You never know. Oh, good night,
You never know.
Rathalos. What's he doing? Is he going now?
He's going now.
Okay. Is it Levi or Levi?
Levi.
Wait, did my sharpening didn't finish? The heck? You won't believe the amount of lewds you have listened to. Sorry, listened to? Are you still happy with the silver switches? Yes. They make it harder to type on, but they make it easier to play Osus, so 10 out of 10. My typing was already very fast. Now it's even faster and even less legible. I moved to silvers from blacks, mind you, so I went from the heaviest switch to the lightest switch. That's quite a big change. They are literally just reds with, like, the smallest possible actuation point. Are they good for Touhou? Yeah. Like, you literally just, like, breathe and the switch gets pressed. So you can have very, very, very efficient key presses if you get used to it. They are kind of loud though, so you might want to use O-rings.
Ovaries, did you say?
Yeah, you want to put ovaries in your keyboard.
It's very weird.
I originally put like 3 O-rings under each key to make it like even more, but like they started to snap all the keys. Because at the time only Corsair made the keyboard with their silvers in the UK, and they were like broken. If you live in the US, you might be able to get like pokers. There's a guy on SoundCloud and YouTube called Akira Dubs, and he does it lewds. Who is Levi?
Oh, you asked this.
Oh, is this the Attack on Titan thing?
Yep.
Sorry. Why is he lewd?
I assume this Dubs man is looting him.
No, Oni-chan. How about that? Matthew Mercer, English version. I don't... You're gonna have to be more specific. I don't know who Matthew Mercer is. Watch the show. You did a Levi Lewd translation a couple of months ago. Are you guys talking about, like, doujinshi? Are you all reading Attack on Titan doujins?
No, that. Oh my.
It's quite
We're
niche.
talking about stuff on. Whatever.
Heck. Matt Mercer is McCree in Overwatch. He's a DM, he's a total walnut. DM is in Dungeon Master.
Yeah. He's got the big Dungeons and Dragons channel
Oh, really?
with all the voice actors.
Wait, the guy who voices McCree, or is this something else?
Yeah, the same guy. He's a voice actor.
He's a voice actor and also like a Dungeons and Dragons YouTuber.
Yeah, they have a big thing with loads of voice actors.
I had no idea.
It's a really big channel.
That's pretty cool. I don't consume D&D media, so I wouldn't know.
Neither do I,
You know about it?
but I know about it.
Hmm.
And when I saw that he was the guy that voiced McCree, I was like, hey, guy from that YouTube channel.
Does he sound like that, or is it a voice he puts on?
It's a voice.
Does he have a deep voice at all, or is it entirely just skill?
Yeah, he has that.
Well, like how
He can do loads of voices.
Oh,
He's really cool.
I don't remember the name of him, but the guy who does the Darkest Dungeon narration. I can't remember his name. I think he just sounds like that. Like, he puts on a little bit like a posh thing. But I think, yeah, June Wayne. Is it not Wayne Jude? That bloke has, like, an incredible voice. Critical Role. Is the channel called Critical Role?
Maybe.
Who was it I was talking with D&D about? Was it any of you? Was it you, Tommy? Or was it when I watched the NLSS and they talked about it? I don't remember.
It wasn't me.
Was I talking to you about it?
No.
Oh! I slashed off its tail.
Right. Now he's not going to be happy.
Why? Why? Why not?
I think he likes his tail.
What makes you say that? He lost it. If he liked his tail so much, he would have surely left it on.
I don't know.
And they said Bear Tuffy couldn't rap. Did anyone ever actually think that? That's a foolish thing to say. Probably should use like a ticket or something. Heck. Why is everywhere on fire, Tommy?
He just does that.
What? He shot me through a crystal, Tommy. I thought I'd be
Yeah,
safe.
the crystal broke.
I thought I would be completely fine. You can't seem to stop coughing. Or just hold your breath. You can't cough if you aren't opening your mouth. Woolen advice. You talk about D&D a lot. Yeah. It did shock me when he actually put out a diss track, though. They all put out a diss track. They were all really good. Wait. Has the McCree voice actor done things that I might know?
I don't know.
He hasn't done, like...
Very big Western voice actor.
Yeah, well, because a lot of the people who do English dubs of Japanese animes, they just get like the same 10 people to do every voice. So I was wondering if he was like one of them, where he's been in like 100 things. Like, oh yeah, he did the voice acting for like the Evangelion remake or something. I don't know. They always do seem to get the same people. It's annoying. I very rarely watch dubs, but when I do, I'm like, this is the one female voice actress they always get with the annoying American voice. I hate it. Such a high-pitched voice. I don't really watch dubbed anime. I've seen some. But I always, like, whenever I see that, it's usually like a clip on YouTube or I accidentally watch like half an episode of it without realising. I'm like, hang on, something's a bit weird here. He's Crom in Smash. Okay, there you go. I might have known that. Someone might have said that before. Well, do you play Comp Pikmin? I don't know.
You don't?
I know he says Pokemon. I read it as Pikmin though. Because of course I did. Please leave me alone.
I'm harvesting the tail.
Not really. I watch a lot of it. Lately I've been watching, is it BKC? The bloke? He has like 3,000 YouTube subscribers and since 2014 has been putting out like commentaries on like the world tournaments. Been watching like all of his stuff. I wish he'd put out more like GSC stuff because I really like watching GSC. He is a guy in the Fate Zero dub as well. I see. I want to be a voice actor. It sounds like it would destroy my throat but be fun. I remember there was there's been Critscast podcasts like years ago that I listened to where they got like some of them in or something, and I was like, yeah, that sounds like fun. I mean, what's your range, Willen? What do you mean? Anyway.
Your range, your vocal range.
Oh, it's awful.
You can do Gollum and you can do Woolen.
It depends if I'm laughing or not, what voices I can do. If I'm laughing, I can't do anything. If I'm really tired, I can do like a lot of things. If I can hear my own voice, I can't do anything. I always think he's going to fall through the floor when he does that, so I just like ignore him. I'm going to die. Michael, save me. Michael's just drinking in front of me. He's just getting the vodka out. Oh. I don't know, I played a bit of Showdown a few years ago until I got tired with the fact that whenever I was winning, the other guy would just leave. And whenever I was losing, they would post like really offensive things in the chat. So I was like, you know what? I guess I don't have to play Pokemon against all these 15-year-olds. I just play Osu. I enjoyed it while I played it though. I know a fair bit about competitive Pokemon. At least the older gens. And very little about the newer gens. Like, I don't really understand the use case of, like, when to use Z moves other than just everyone else does. Like, when's it better to run Leftovers, and when's it better to run a Z move, as they call it. Why does only the Corsair have a silver keyboard with arrow keys, but no numpad? Yeah, that's literally it. I bought this one because it's a 10 keyless keyboard with silver switches in the UK that I could buy without having to pay a huge amount of import tax. That's why I own it.
It's so hard to get 10 keyless in the UK.
It really is. And then you talk to like Menti or some people and they're like, oh yeah, I live in Germany. I just got this for like 60 euros. This like Ducky. And then the Americans, they just like live on it.
Well, when Ducky Shines came out and everyone's getting them, I'm just like, 120 quid after import.
I know Lifemar has a really nice keyboard. TK spent like a ton on his. He had to wait for it to get imported for like half a year. He got his like custom made by some Fox company. Leftovers you want to put on tanks because they get more out of it. Yeah, I know, but like, the amount I know about new gens is stuff that I can just guess and make up. Whereas if you ask me a bit more about the older gens, I'm like, oh yeah, they run this, that. As counter to this, that. This is probably why they use this move. I don't know a lot, but I know little bits. Especially more about like Gen 3 right now, and Gen 2. Just because it's a bit easier to understand, I think. Gen 3, most teams only run one of like 20 Pokemon in their teams, so it's kind of easy to understand, I think. There are some tiny ones without arrow keys, but then you can't program or play Touhou. Exactly. You could just run 2 keyboards. I'd do that if I had more keyboard space, but if I had more desk space, but I don't. Gen 2 is just Curselacks. The thing is, it's not just Curselacks. It's Curselacks and knowing how to deal with it. There's a bunch of other threats in Gen 2 though that are like a really big deal. Like especially, like every team probably runs like, you know, stuff like Blissey, Zapdos. You need to know how to deal with all of them. Tyranitar. It's cool. Like if you're playing against bad people or you're watching a bad game, it will just be some Curselacks sets up and sweeps, or some guy switches to Cerebi, uses Calm Mind and Baton Pass and then sweeps. I've seen that. I like seeing people like predict switch as well though. It's interesting when there's like more strategy to it than just set up sweep. You're still doing your Logitech K120. It costed like $10. What the heck? On Amazon, I don't know if they still have it. There was a Ducky that was like super cheap, but the seller had a 0-star rating on Amazon. I was like, hang on. The reviews were like never showed up. I was like, you know, this is probably too good to be true. Because the actual keyboard's like double, right? You only GTE Z move. You can only have... Oh, can you only have one Z move in the whole game? Can you not have 2 Pokemon with Z moves? I was under the impression you could use it only once, but you can have as many with it as you wanted. Well, I need to finish your translation and then finish. Go for it. I also caught up with like 5 chapters of Komi-san that apparently came out while I didn't notice. The author on that seems to be very good at his schedule. There's always new chapters. Oh, bye Chromicle. Have fun with your lewd translations. This is actually just Resurrection spell though. Speaking of Matt Mercer, to go back, they're trying to import something... Wait, what? Oh, the chat scrolled while I was reading your message, so I got 2 messages in one. My brain tried to merge them. That was confusing. He's the field team leader in Monster Hunter World's dub. Oh.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah.
I feel like someone's told me that before as well. Is the K65 any good, or is it worth trying to import something exotic? It works for me. It's not beautiful. The keys snap repeatedly. And it's really cheap
Actually,
plastic.
There's a Roccat one that I'm looking at. That's my next keyboard.
That's not actually Cherry, is it? It's like the off-brand.
No, it's a different.
I bought that for my younger brother for like a Christmas or 2 ago when I was making him his computer. It seemed pretty good For like an off-brand cherry, it seemed like extremely good.
It's like silver keys or something. I don't know what they're.
Silver are the keys I use. They are
Yeah, I think it's like
extremely light. They're really good for Osu streaming because it takes way less stamina to press 1 billion keys a second.
But I mostly want it because it looks really easy to clean.
Oh.
Is the reason I want it.
Wait, how is the normal keyboard not easy to clean? You just turn it upside
Well,
down with a
it's
hoover.
really hard to get under the keys. Yeah,
Okay.
but you have to take it all apart. Whereas this one, like the under's like always accessible.
Oh really?
So yeah,
It does sound like a cool
so
design.
you don't have to lift off the keys as often as you would to do like a clean.
I see.
You'd actually be able to shake it out. Whereas like I can't do that with mine anyway.
Oh. Gen 2 has items, not abilities. Although to be honest, in Gen 2, most people just run leftovers on like everything or like a berry. Usually leftovers though. Like the only other example I can think of is when you run a Marowak, because you're always going to run Bone Club because it doubles its attack. It's broken. I don't know what other items are that good. Maybe like a silk scarf on something. Maybe. I don't think there's choice items. That was like a Gen 3 thing, I think. Oh heck.
Never learn.
Well, I was like, I have my temporal mantle on.
Okay.
What's the name of the Roccat keyboard? I'm assuming it's just like Roccat Silvers.
I can't remember. It was like
Gen 7 is good berries.
20 quid or something.
That's too much for an off-brand cherry, surely. Unless you really like the
No.
idea of being easy to clean.
I really like the idea of being easy to clean.
Well, go for it then. I guess you could always
120
try
quid.
it and
On
then
the
send
price
it back
of-
if you
At
wanted
the
to.
price of like full keyboards, I reckon. That's pretty good.
Do you not want 10 keyless?
I've been using like a pseudo 10 keyless, but I'd rather just get
Pseudo?
my numpad back. Yeah.
How so?
So it's got a numpad, but it incorporates like the arrow keys and like your home and page up into the numpad. So
Oh,
you
I
just
get
swap between your numlock and
Oh yeah, well there's normally like a big gap of nothing.
yeah.
10 keyless is annoying for some things. Because
I
I use the numpad a
use
lot. I
numpad.
used to.
Yeah.
I've gotten used to not using it, but like,
I learned to use it when I was working because you need to use it a lot on like Excel and stuff. So
yeah, exactly. I had a bit of time where I was doing a lot of temp work, like remotely, where I was doing like Excel kind of stuff, and I used it a ton. Or even just like in Team Fortress, I used to have my like, plus switches on that. Or during programming, I use it to type in numbers because it was faster and more efficient. But OC, give it all up for OC. I just, oh, I have like no health items. Oh, I have first aid meds, never mind. I don't think I bought one.
you've also got a Vigor Wasp that's out.
Where? Oh, I see. You don't like about Pokemon is how the damage of the attacks are random. Just make a team with Dragon Rage. Easy. Solves that. But yeah, ranges are kind of weird. The crits are also kind of weird. Like half these games I've watched, they end because of some lucky crit. And it's like, oh. Are you talking about Pikmin with the planty boys? Heck yeah. Why can't some manufacturers just put the numpad on the other side? I agree. Numpad on the left would be way better than in like almost every single way. For like most users. Just because my old SteelSeries keyboard, you could hear me smash it in every TF2 commentary with my mouse. Because I'd move my mouse to the left and like destroy my keyboard. Oh, cock. Help! I'm just lying on the ground looking very suave. And excited. Sometimes an attack does 15, sometimes 52. But yeah, that's true, but you've also just got to realise that's just part of the game. Everyone has to deal with it. Some games in Pokemon... Like, tournaments are won and lost on BS. Plenty of them are. Like a lucky freeze at the right time. That kind of thing. Or like, most teams you try to build around the fact that they're like guaranteed to ruin a threat. Wait, is he in the ground to explode or is he in the ground for fun? I can't tell. Is he just in the... He's just in the ground, okay. This is my confusion with him, because I don't know when he's going to explode and when he's going to just lie in the floor. I did 400 and stuff. But like, you tend to build teams around the fact that the range will be like, oh, I want it to two-shot them, so I'll make sure the attack does 51 to 57 or something. So it will always two-shot. I like the stream title. Thank you. It's descriptive. Also, this boy has like nuts underneath him.
Nuts?
Are those damage nuts?
What, you mean the red slinger forms? Yeah.
You hit them and they explode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not completely random. It's like Pokemon, the move will do X amount of damage and then there's like 32 modifiers that could be added to it or something. So you can know the range. And you can know what the likelihood of the range is going to happen to be. Yeah, a lot of games are just 1 on 50-50 roll. Or like, oh, the paralysis hitting or not hitting, or a flinch at the right time. Surprised his hand didn't fall off there, actually. It did like this weird animation where I like cut it and he fell over, and I was like, hang on. Does his arm cut? You solo killed Beetlejuice today in Expedition mode. Nice.
His arms are breaking there.
They do look a bit limp.
Yeah.
Is he on his last
He's pretty much
phase?
as fucked up as you can get, except maybe his face. I don't know.
Is there more to him?
He has a lot of health because there's only just 32 on the cats.
Yeah. Make sure to charge your damage attacks to get as many damage numbers. Thing is, I'm trying to do that, but I think I'm misunderstanding the input and just doing nothing over and over again. Like
Just hold it
starting the
down.
charge. I just need to remember to just hold it down and not let go. Is this the final boss? I mean, it is, but we're fighting it because it's a mission, like it's available. And it has cool armor and stuff, I guess. Nergi Greatsword second best to Joe Greatsword by far. I like the Joe Greatsword because it looks cool. It looks like a Berserk sword. It probably is based on a Berserk sword. Yeah, it's the final story boss. It's not my final boss. There's bosses I haven't seen. There's another monster. Not in the story. In the game, there's a few more. Thank you, Michael.
I'm trying to think what you haven't seen.
We said it last time. I don't
Oh,
remember what you
Kolforoth.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's at least like 2 or 3, I think. If there's anything you can only do in like final level missions. Heck. Let me up, please. Oh, I have my mantle. See, I was stressed, but now I'm not. Because I'm immune to damage. Tell me, I'm holding Y in front of his beam and it's not helping.
I just want the way to die. It just takes so long. I don't know why I said we should do this.
Well, it wasn't particularly hard. We get good
How
loot.
is this tail?
This tail's lasted forever.
Yeah.
Oh, I've already got it. This was a pretty big one. You reckon?
He's the same size every time.
Is he? Or is he always this
Yeah.
big? Can you see our health bar? Nope. What kind of game do you think this is? They've made it
There's
more...
a mod for it, but it's basically a cheat, I would say. Being able to see health bars.
I think if you play the game for 1,000 hours, and you're just farming for a bit of fun, it's probably fine. If you're like new, then no. But if you've already fought the monster 1,000 times and it's just like a quality of life improvement, I think it's fine. It's like the Left 4 Dead mod that makes it like that. Wait, what kind of gem does it give you?
A Zenergiva gem.
Is it just, it's not called like a emerald or something?
No, it's a Zenergiva gem.
You think for a final boss it would get something unique?
Did you harvest them already?
Yeah.
There's like 8 harvests, or 7 harvests.
I held the, I mean the button wasn't appearing anymore, so I assumed I'm done.
Oh, okay.
I can't believe this is 50% rum, it just tastes of orange juice. Oh, I got a yem as well.
Nice.
From the quest rewards. If you're charging your attack, you want to let go as the loudest shink noise happens and you flash the brightest red for maximum damage. Oh, I see. That's an additional thing I
Slinger,
did not know.
Sniper. 167 slinger shots.
I didn't shoot once. Oh, Xeno'jiiva has appeared. Xenoga Sky Emeralds. I mean, a lot of games are like that. They don't give you a health bar. They just like make you guess. Health bars are helpful. Why would the game give it to you? Is there anything I can make with Xenogear that I can make right now? Or do you think I don't have the prerequisites?
You could probably make it.
What's the prerequisites to Xeno stuff? Because I'm just looking at Forge and there's
Doing
nothing.
Xeno'jiiva.
No, as in the first tier I'll need to craft.
It's down near the bottom.
Oh, it's made from black steel, Tommy. I can't make some stuff because I only have tails and gems. I don't have enough like claws and stuff. I kind of wanted to make a longsword, but I can't. I don't really want to farm this just to make another weapon. I'd need 3 claws and 2 shells. How about, did it have a cool horn? Surely it had a cool horn. I think someone said that. No, I can't make the horn either. So I got like the rare gem, but not the common shit. Chat, I got all the harvests, right? Like there wasn't the option to harvest anymore, was there? You can count hits. Yeah. Oh, the Xeno weapons are all kind of poo. Maybe there's like a cool armor I can make. Now the armor looks shite. I mean, it glows pretty, but it... This makes me look like a ethereal prostitute. I don't like it. It's more satisfying to see the sudden demise of the monster. Yeah. Like when there's no number and you feel like you've been fighting it forever, and then suddenly it goes, you're like, hell yeah. I don't know if I've got the enough Luna stuff to make a longsword. Bless you.
Sorry. Dog's gonna bark.
It's okay. It's a good thing. What was it?
No.
Luna? Oh, I could make the blaze. No, I can't make the blaze. We looked at this before, didn't we? I don't have like the first stuff you need, right? I needed some basic stuff. Yeah, I needed another horn and a gem to make like the first version of the Luna stuff. It's a shame. Does Tommy with Doggo? Yeah.
No, just a random dog.
Yeah, he's just making that noise. He does that.
Yeah, I like to bark.
Woof woof woof.
Woof, 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 woof.
Ow. Oh, no, I think I was going to make the Luna Twin Daggers. Decimation Claws, Tomu.
Ooh.
That sounds cool. But no.
No,
No.
not cool.
Let's not do
Very
that.
lame.
Pretty lame. Do you want to do arena stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting Yaga Taskarud. Sorry, give me a sec.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I still have to get a bunch of points to give the Brigand to get the last delivery. So you don't eat for arena quests
No, I don't need to.
because you're given loops. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it just doesn't affect anything.
This man keeps talking to me about my spunk whenever I go and see him. It's really weird.
Do you need to talk about it?
No. He's just like, oh, you've got so much... It's like, that's a weird thing to say. Especially to a woman character. It's just a strange thing
Well,
to
maybe
say.
you put it in a jar. Alright, I'll post.
Oh, I was going to post it, but you can do it. That's kind of a weird thing to say.
We do this one.
People have posted pictures of dogs, by the way.
Wow.
We've already done this one, but we can do it again.
Yeah.
You want to
Well, you
speedrun it?
want certain parts.
Oh, do you get parts from arena quests?
Where you want the things that you're killing it for are dropped by like 3 of the monsters are worth doing.
Oh, I only need points now, Tommy.
Do you need points?
Yeah, I don't need the I don't need any more coins. Tomu, don't tell him to jar cummies.
Alright, then we will do a different one. We will do...
Should I not just bang out all the ones I haven't finished?
No, because I know which ones we haven't done, because there's only 9.
Oh.
But we will do this one.
Apparently 400,000 people on Facebook are planning to storm Area 51. Why?
To get the aliens.
The aliens from 60 years ago.
Get them.
Don't know about that one, fam. That's disgusting. They legit have a group where it's called Storm Area 51, they can't stop all of us. Are they aware of what an automatic rifle does? Because I'm pretty sure Area 51 have automatic rifles. And guns. Like a lot of guns. And it's in the middle of a desert. Unless they're like dropping in on helicopters, I've got to be honest, I can't see it going very well. Oh, this is the original arena. It's not like the new posh one.
Time to learn a new weapon.
I don't know what I picked. Oh, I get an evasion mantle. Tommy.
Nice. I get one, and a vitality. Oh, you picked the same as me, Switch X.
Is this Switch X? Yeah, it is actually, yeah. I just picked it because it looked cool.
So it's got 2 forms. It's got axe mode, and it's got great sword mode.
I felt like I tried to use it once, but just didn't understand it.
You just hit like one button over and over again.
Oh,
It's
that
actually
works.
quite simple.
Oh, I can see your character's bottom.
Nice.
That was nice. Oh, there's 2 of them. Duh.
Yeah, you gotta kill Erdogan and Bavadoran.
Tommy, our weapon bashes off the top of his face.
You want to hit the top of his face?
Well, obviously, yeah. So as evasion, you should be dodge rolling everywhere to try and get buffs.
Yeah, but only when it like appears to attack you.
I see. Does it not break? Or does it
Will,
break?
eventually.
Does it take forever?
Takes longer, yeah.
I see. These 2 boys are fairly similar. Which button are you pressing over and over again?
One.
Is that so?
Maybe. I don't know.
It's just R do anything?
Maybe, I don't know. I've never used it.
Oh, okay, sorry. What's up, Rethos? You've seen something scary. If you look at the news. Tommy, there's a meter in the top left.
Actually, I think B's the button to spam.
B seems pretty good, yeah. What does the meter in the top left do, you reckon?
That's your elemental charge.
So is this like
you
a
can
fire weapon or
discharge
something? Explosive.
Explosive one.
Switch into sword mode and spam attack until your bard's built up. And then it
Yeah,
just does
then
more
you-
damage. Axe mode is poop. So you're using a switch weapon that could be either an axe or a sword. But you're using everything but the axe mode. Is that not just using a sword at that point?
That does big boom.
You know what else does big boom? Fireworks.
Yeah, Y on the sword, B on the axe if you're gonna spam.
Okay. How do you know which mode you're in, easily?
It should look like an axe or it should look like a sword.
If I'm honest, it always looks like both.
It's a you problem, you're an axe mate.
Now it's in sword mode. Only use your axe when your sword mode is disabled. From your load blowing attack. What's the button to use your load blow?
Don't know. I am really.
What's the nut button? Look at this roly boy.
Y and B.
Is that the weird piercing attack?
Boom.
I'm just getting hit repeatedly, Tommy. Is that its official name, by the way? Load blow. Is that what I would see in the online gameplay
I don't know.
tutorials?
Nobody talks about this weapon because it's for noobs.
I'll say.
You should just hit one button over and over again.
Heck.
Whilst that's respectful, on something like a great sword, it's not a great sword, then you know it's not respectful.
That is how the internet works.
It is, yeah.
Heck, I need to escape, Tommy. There's monsters everywhere. Oh no, I'm stunned. Goodbye. Goodbye, precious Earth. 8 continues remaining. The Sun Peak performance is activated. They made a good
Yeah, so
good job of making it switch in this game.
if you're in full health, you get to do extra damage.
Well, that's not helpful for me, is it?
I don't think it's helpful for me either.
I feel like when you're fighting 2 enemies, it becomes harder to stay at exactly full health.
Especially when one has bombs.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I keep getting hit by the bombs more than like anything else. Hi-ya. I can't see anything. Tommy, you're woofing again.
Sorry, I can't help it. I have an urge to work.
There's a tick on your meter. Once you're below that tick, you can't switch from axe back into sword mode. You want to spam sword attacks, but switch back to axe mode manually before dipping below that tick. Right. Why not just use a weapon that is always a sword, then?
Very good question. I'm also going to go to sleep, or not. Thanks.
I can't tell if he's going to sleep or if he's just weird.
Well, he was going to put out his sleep counts. I don't know, you're attacking a different one to me anyway.
My weapon does like no damage to him. Switch axe is faster than greatsword. True. That's a true
It
statement.
doesn't feel as good. Feels like a butter knife compared.
True, as well. Although hitting his tail makes a really satisfying lack of noise. Oh, nice, I just did 500 damage. Must have been me.
Classic wallet.
Also, hello.
Taking credit again, eh?
Ah. Snooping as usual, we say. Maori on the Weeb Discord made that Pingas meme. Although I haven't been on that Discord for like 2 years. I'm assuming they're still there. It's nice for people who don't like the greatsword but want to use a big sword. Okay.
Yeah. Hence, it's the noob weapon.
You know what else is the noob weapon?
Sword and
Installing a mod that turns everything into sword. Including the monsters. You just use your whetstone to kill them.
shield.
Where did Android go? They apparently saw something very scary.
Oh, I killed this one. Did I kill this one? Yeah, I think so.
What kind of buffs is the evasion mantle meant to give you? Because right now I'm dying.
Damage buff. If you get a successful dodge, you do slightly more damage for a short time period.
Don't know about that one, my phone. Thought it was going to be like an all stats up.
It's not as good if you're using something slow.
Guess it's much better with like the twin daggers.
Stuff like a bow. Yeah, that might be good.
Because you're dodging all the time anyway. Is it just rolling, or is it moving when you were going to be hit in some way?
Holding.
Well, so like pressing B with the twin daggers would work.
No,
The Vermilio
it's not a
VA88M.
dodge. Yeah, you do dodge with it.
Okay.
It's not a push.
So it's explicitly just rolling. It's the rolling mantle.
I think so. Oh, don't do this.
Help, Tommy, I'm all sleepy.
Same. I'm gonna try it. I might just be walking out of it.
He's just pushing me along. Oh, good night. God, his huge chin is pushing me out the way of his attack. Like I didn't get hit. Thank you, chin boy. Heck. Oh, the other one died.
Yeah, I killed the other one.
I'm too used to hitting it on the face. I should probably get out of the way. By the way, I don't think I've managed to blow load yet. I've been hitting YB. It doesn't seem to do anything.
You do YB until you start doing the thing, and then you just hit Y, and then you
Doesn't seem to do anything.
You need to be putting yourself back into sword mode every time you shoot.
Right. You couldn't figure out how Discord worked. But the thing is, you're saying it's so easy to figure out when it's in sword mode. It always looks like a sword is the problem with me.
No, it doesn't.
It looks like half of it is a sword and half of it is an axe.
You're in sword mode now.
Yes. But this is how it looks when it's in the other mode as well.
No, it's not how it looks.
I get
It's got a
confused.
bit at the top.
Oh, I pulled off a yeet. Give me a sec. Oh, you got it. So is it going to turn to an axe now? Oh, it does. Okay. Axe mode is fast and you hold the weapon downwards. I don't know how I feel about it. It seems okay.
Look, take it out. Take it out right now and look at it. Watch you're not attacking. So there, sword mode. It looks like a sword. Change it. Hit R2. Oh, it looks like a
I was getting confused here because the back arse of it is a blade. So like when you do like swings, I wasn't too sure. You just gotta spam YV. Yeah. You want to do the thing Tomu is doing where you grapple onto the monster and blow your load? How do you... I don't have the ability to grapple onto monsters, do I? I don't think I can do that yet.
I don't think I did it.
You jumped on its
Megalon
back.
has too much faith in me. Yeah, I jumped on it. I mounted. But I didn't do the sword, the switch X thing. Because I'm not that good. I'm sorry.
I'm going to throw an assumption that the Trail Raider Safari can't kill the Final Fantasy boss. Tommy, why do I only have 200 points?
Well, you only have 200 points. This is very
I
good
can't
question.
send out the Trail Raider Safari, Tommy.
Well,
Like, it's the first time I've ever not been able to send it out.
I don't know. Points.
Yeah.
I have points.
How do you farm points?
I don't know.
I can't even use soft soil, Tommy. I can't soft the soil. Soft beans. Powerful moods. What do you want? Ooh.
I use points for everything because I have 30,000 points, and I don't know. I've always been on 30,000.
I
I
have
think
none.
you'll eventually go up in points. It's just 'cause you've been doing deliveries because they cost points.
Can you fight the first boss? Yeah, but it will be incredibly...
Yeah, we can do that.
be kind of boring. Like, just fight. Let's go do the first mission. Post a new quest. You can't do assigned missions again, can you? No.
No, but we
Let's-
can find the optional for it.
How about slay 12 Quetzalon? Let's go do that.
No.
No?
Go find the Jagras.
Hunt a great Jagras. There you go do that. The first boss is the controls. Hell yeah. Keep on attacking and use the circle button on PS4 to charge it up. Which is the circle? Is that B on an Xbox?
Failed the join quest. Excuse me, game.
You're not allowed to join.
I don't know.
You charge it up, and when you're near a body part, you press triangle and circle together. You will attach and then mash triangle and it will explode. I'm going to assume that circle's on the right. Because you press Y
Alright,
and B.
let me get my demon powder seed up as well. And my mega demon drug. Then I think... Oh, I don't have any might seeds. This is a shame. Alright, well, no might seeds, but I think we can still kill this.
Well, and use the horn. Well, if you're going to put it in space bars, obviously I'm going to use it. Smack it with the... Oh, you want me to use the bone horn? Fine. Let me go craft a brand new bone horn. I'm going to go craft, like, the end game bone horn. Give me a sec. Weapons. Hunting horn. Bone horn. Upgrade equipment. Bone horn. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Alright, here is the heavy bone horn 2. It comes with something. I can't tell what.
Let's go.
Is the Monster Hunter Park a game? Oh, I need to depart. No Hina Woke emote. We can replace Walnut with it. With Hina Woke. Or Hina Final Form, if you want. Ow, I just smacked my moke. Heck. I don't even know what buffs this thing has. It has attack up, scout fly power up, muck resistance, environmental damage negated, and earplugs small. Oh my god, it's awful. Attack up is like the only thing remotely okay on it. Bone horn is ready. Oh, I forgot to put my sonorous gem on, Tommy. The heck. Unless I've already got it equipped. I don't know. How do I see what yams I have? I want to see attack up and then like some things in the top left, so maybe I have it. Plugs is okay, yeah, but small ear plugs isn't. Like large ear plugs is pretty good. Small doesn't really do anything. Hit him with a smack. This thing doesn't do a ton of damage, I'll be honest. Oh! We did it! We did it, Tommy. I managed to play one attack up before the boss died. New loots. Replace the smug gold chicken with Hina Woke so everyone subscribes at the $25 tier. I like the gold Hina, or the gold chicken there. Heck! I was trying to loot the first boss in the game.
No.
I'll go
to
find
loot the
some
carcass.
null berries or something. By new lewds, do you mean you're like on his private Instagram? Or what?
It was the videos that she was talking about on YouTube.
They're called lewds, are they, colloquially? The same as my, like, cooking reviews. He looks kind of weird. Poor bloke. Well. Oh, I got an armor sphere, Tommy.
Nice.
I can level up my bone level 1 armor.
Damage dealt 2,000.
How many hits did he do for that?
4.
I'm gonna craft all the hunting horns. I'm trying to upgrade my Valkyrie. Oh shit, I need a Wyvern gem to make the Royal Cord Maker.
Alright, let's, I'm gonna post a quest.
I don't really want to make it. I just thought I would see how far I can get. Desolation's
go-
Overture.
Clifford.
No. Why?
Why? He must die.
It's a weird thing to say. YouTube, they're X-readers, but I just call them lewds. What do you mean by X-readers? Is he reading porn? Or something? Desolation is good. Yeah, it sounds cool. You can save some slots on Affinity and you get earplugs. Cool. No attack large. But you gotta take attack large. What are you on? To be honest, I kind of like the horn I have got. It's good for solo horning. I see. I like solo horning. Is this endgame, dog?
Tempered, yeah. And he'll be just down here, hopefully.
Probably should
Mega
eat.
zoom. Yeah, here's the boy. Oops. Oh, no, hit me.
Oh, I have like no mega potions. So yikes, let me craft some. Think it's reading an explicit script they made or improv. Scary. Yeah. Tommy, I fired a dung pod. Tommy, there's 2 boys here. Can you get shiny dragons in this game?
What do you mean?
Like shiny
They get
monsters?
shiny when they're tempered. If you look at Odegaran right now, he's got a metallic beam.
It does.
Yeah, it's 'cause he's tempered.
What's he been tempered in? Like olive oil.
Aluminium. It's actually just tin foil.
I was like, can you randomly get like a blue one, maybe?
No.
Oh.
That's what Azure Rathalos and Graythian are effectively.
Yeah, I guess. Would have been cool though if they dropped like a special trophy you could put in your room for finding it.
Yeah. That's what the pets are for.
Yeah.
Shine like-
I guess they're like shiny pets, yeah. You're following Limmy on Twitch. He's a streamer? Good night, Beaver.
Raw, raw, raw. Will you ever do, Beetlejuice? All talk.
No squawk.
Very, very much squawk. No, don't take your prey away. Oh, I need to put,
Where's he going?
okay. Let's go into his nest. Follow me. Oh, you know where his nest is. Nice.
I was just gonna go this way because I can't follow him.
Oh.
He plays Dark Souls 3 and Euro Truck Simulator, but you can't understand a word he says. I mean, he is from Europe. Am I right, fellow non-Europeans? Haha. Where is he? What is Limmy? Is he Welsh? He's like video game donkey. You thought he was African American because of his thick accent, but he's Caucasian. It's an interesting point. Funnily enough, Donkey doesn't look anything like a donkey.
Donkey looks like Grey Bomb.
Yeah. It's kind of disappointing that you'd think he would just be like a donkey.
You
But he's
would.
not.
He just looks like Grey Bomb.
Like a more popular Greybone, if you can believe
Yeah,
it.
a funny one.
Funny one. Tomu, I am being just shat on here.
Oh, just dodge, lol.
Shit, you're right.
Oh shit.
Instead of dodging lol, I just got lucky and he stopped attacking. Donkey actually just looks like an arse. A good arse, though.
That's what I said.
Like Morgan Freeman's arse. Powerful. Seductive.
Boy.
By the way, I meant to say Megan Fox, but I'm just going with it. Meow. Heck.
Dude, how many times can I break his back feet but not his tail?
Surprised that didn't hit his tail.
Do you see the monster part that just dropped, by the way?
Perlunder away.
In the carcass. Yeah.
Yes, here's a carcass. Oh, is there a part
Yeah,
inside the
but
carcass?
there's an item.
Oh, it's material. This
I don't
is... This is a tier. Oh, it's 200 points, Tommy. I've just doubled my points. It's incredible. Also, I like how I managed to loot out of that alive dead monster. Recently dead monster. Alive dead doesn't really work. Well, I got its bone.
Okay.
Not like it's hair or something.
Okay, fuck your tail.
Is its tail still on?
No, it's not.
Clifford is angry today. As is Pinecone.
Or we can trap Clifford.
Trap him.
Oh, Pinecone, don't do this to me. This is the biggest troll. of my
Is he
life.
gonna get caught in the trap? Oh! It worked! He got pushed out of the trap by the Pinecone. Where's the tail? He's pushed me out of the way.
Oh, I got a plate from it. It's right here.
I can't... Maybe I got it? Oh, I got the tail, yeah. Bagel Goose. The Rotten Vale is Clifford's Deliveroo from Louisiana. Heck yeah. Ooh, Tomu, I got 3 streamstones. It's pretty rare. Oh, they're both just generic. Oh, they're all 3 of them are just generic. a shame. He does live in the butthole of a dead snake. That's true. Ooh.
Anytime I get a red gem.
I
Little
get
red
excited
one
thinking
gem,
it's going to be a health gem. It
I
never
get
is.
excited thinking it's going to be an attack. And I'm like, oh, attack jewel. Yes, please.
Attack
But
you.
no, it's always Blaze. Blaze attack or dragon attack.
I want a dragon attack gem though.
Ooh, no, you don't.
I have a dragon horn,
So
and I don't have like enough good decorations. Gobbler. I don't want gobbler gem. Get this out of here.
Gobbler's good.
No, but
It
I'm
lets
using
you
my
use-
horn now, so I can use like sonorous and stuff.
Yeah, but Gobbler lets you use like. It gives you a 25% chance of not consuming an item.
Oh, is that what that was?
Very good.
I was mostly using it because I was using the great sword, and I had nothing that worked at all.
No, it's 25% chance of not consuming an item, which sometimes can be 100% chance.
Brace Jewel
RNG
3.
one.
I only just noticed this is a
uh,
Brace Jewel 3, Tommy. It stops knockback and tripping. Surely that's like the best thing for that slot, right? Also got a Poison Coat 3. Switch Lite got announced earlier. Yeah, we talked about it at the start of the stream. I thought it was kind of cool. You got 300 hours and you still don't have an extra. Yeah, is the attack jewel that I've got the first one that you get? Like, does everyone get one?
Yeah, you will get that one. And then there's one for the Witcher event that you can get. I haven't bothered to get it. I might do it once at some point. But you need to do.
Tommy,
all
I've
the
got a
side quests.
Vitality jewel. When did I get this?
I don't know. You think?
Why?
Yeah, there's like 2 that you can guarantee get. But it's really rare.
God, I'm upset. We spent forever, like, with no health. 'Cause I thought I didn't have one. We must have gotten it recently, and I didn't notice it.
I'm gonna get a drink.
Okay. I'm gonna just look at these. Chat, is Flinch Free worth having, or is it only for players? You get one from keeping Pukey Pukey alive. Oh, really? That would have been good. Some people are missing the point. It's not a Switch replacement. No, it's meant to be like an accompaniment console. I said it was for parents, so when like the new Pokemon game comes out, right now they're probably like, no, just only play your Switch in docked mode. It's too valuable to take it around. It's too like weak. My assumption is the Switch Lite's meant to be aimed at parents, so they can buy essentially a giant Game Boy for their kids to play the new Pokemon on. You know, it's a bit plastic. It's meant to be handheld. It's a bit smaller, a bit more plastic, a bit rough and tumble, a bit cheaper. I think it's parents. Parents want it, and people who go traveling a lot and never ever going to use the Switch in docked mode. It's not for like Smash players who want to have their like docked mode GameCube controller Ethernet adapter connected to their 240Hz monitor, you know? Remember they made Game Boys smaller for a while, and now they're just making handhelds huge. It was more because the original Game Boy was massive. The screen wasn't bigger. Like, the actual visual screen, I don't think, was like any bigger than the Game Boy Color, but the actual console itself was huge. And then the Game Boy Color was like the perfect size. Although I remember the, what was it, the SP was like smaller than the Game Boy Advance, wasn't it? I had an Advance. It fit in one pair of shorts, so I just only wore those shorts. Because I could fit my Game Boy in it. I do have some okay gems, gotta be honest. Oh yeah, Sliding Affinity, of course. Dragon Resistance 4. I've just got 4 ones, I guess. Okay. Yeah, kids and people who might want a portable system. It is basically just a 3DS that can play Switch games. That's all it is. I wouldn't be surprised if the Switch now is if they're going to re-release like the Game Boy style eShop and just say, yeah, this is a handheld now.
I'm back.
Tommy, do you think they're going to? Because apparently, like the Wii U had like Game Boy stuff on its eShop. Do you think now the Switch is essentially a 3DS replacement? They might add some handheld
I'd say
games.
there'd be no reason to. I'm surprised there isn't yet.
I'm so surprised that they haven't latched on to stuff like a GameCube emulator.
Well, it's not like Pokemon Crystal and shit on there.
Well, there's Pokemon Crystal on the
It's
3DS
on the
store.
3DS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they should definitely have it on the Switch by now.
I'd have thought that would have all been ported. I'm surprised it isn't.
Maybe they're waiting, like maybe they're staggering out the Switch's releases so it can
Yeah,
slowly
they're
drip dry more money.
Well, they're probably, I imagine what they're doing is they're waiting for this Pokemon to release, and then they'll wait like 6 months after that, and then they'll release all of the other Pokemon on it.
Yeah.
That's what I would do as a business.
And then put the Pokemon Bank on it or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I believe on the
Well, they're moving
3DS...
away from Pokemon Bank
Are they?
for the new one. Yeah.
I was going to say, because on the 3DS, the Pokemon Crystal that you could buy on it worked with the Pokemon Bank. Why are we doing this repeatedly? Sorry, Tommy. What part are you looking for?
To get gems.
Just
Gems.
for fun?
You don't look for parts anymore.
Why?
You're in Endgame.
What gems are we looking for? Like Wyvern gems?
No.
No?
Like sockets.
Oh, right.
Like
Yeah.
tech jewels.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I thought you meant like the Wyvern gem. I was like, I'm not crafting anything. Is this the
Also-
easiest farm for them?
So, yeah, it's one of the easiest.
Okay. Does it
It's
always
easier
give
with
you
more
like
people,
2?
but, yeah, this quest does. Hopefully we'll get some better investigations. Like I already got a Rathalos one. It's faint ones, but it offers like four rewards instead, so that's pretty good.
Greater chance for stuff. I want to see how much
And then
health I
I've
get with
also
this.
got a bunch of Elder Dragon ones that we can do as well.
Sounds like fun.
But again, it's easier with more people.
It looks cool, but $100 being the difference between 1280.30 and 980. What? 980.60.
Hey, Kilo.
What do you mean? Hello, Kilo. What do you mean? Sorry, the new Switch handheld is 720p, same as the Switch in a handheld. Obviously, docked the Switch goes 1080, but the handheld Switch does 720. It's the same. As far as I can tell, the Switch Lite is a like, I don't know, 0.6 inches smaller one piece of plastic version of the Switch with a slightly better battery life. And some people reckon Nvidia have been a bit cheeky. They've been saying, yeah, we're going to think it's going to be like a bumper year, and they've been working on like a better version of the CPU that's in the Switch. They reckon either a Pro or the Lite, as it is, might have like a better version of the CPU anyway. Which is, the main benefit is I think just much better power consumption efficiency. I think what they released so far is you can play Breath of the Wild for about 25% longer, which is a pretty good battery life improvement. This bloody thing's here. Wait. Oh, I'm using the wrong loader. You can't ever dock it and the Switch gets better performance docked. Yeah. So it's useless to people like me and maybe you who never dock it. Sorry, who never play it undocked. But there's some people who literally never play their Switch in docked mode. They like exclusively use it like on the sofa or on the bus or on holiday or whatever. Or they're kids and like, you know, just don't care. They just want to play Mario Maker at school during lunch break. You know? This is like perfect console for them.
Or at work and stuff.
Or work, yeah. I think there's definitely a target audience, and I think they were definitely always going to release a Switch Lite. It's just how long they were going to wait to release it.
I forgot how good a paralysis weapon is here. I put paralysis on my cat.
Oh yeah,
Because Odogaron's really weak to paralysis, so I hope he'll get a couple triggers.
be cool.
Nice.
Oh, I've been stunned.
Yeah, you kicked a frog or something.
No, I've been using my weapon.
No, there's a frog there.
No, but like I can't kick
Wait,
it without pressing B, can I?
No, but you can attack it with your weapon as well.
Oh, I might have done that then. It's slightly better batteries, it's not charging Joy-Cons. It's also just... like... literally moving from a, 6.1, 6.2 inch screen to a 5.5 screen does make a battery life difference. Especially when its battery life was already pretty good for a handheld console of that size. What I also think is kind of funny is how it looks really similar to how some of the GameCube portables looked when people were making those in like 2011. Like it looks really similar when people used like the PS1 screen and then surrounded it with like a plastic custom case and then put like GameCube controller bits on it. You had some drinks today and finished your circuit, so today was a good day. It's good to hear, Kilo. They go for a very kid-friendly design for the cheaper products. Definitely. Like 200 quid for a handheld is... That's the cost. That's like a very reasonable price for it. Especially if it's a Switch and you'll be able to play like... The Switch has been out for like, what, a year or two now. So games like Zelda and Mario are a little cheaper than at launch. It's weird that they didn't release it around Christmas. They've done it around the summer. Because they normally do Christmas releases, don't they? What? I just climbed a random room and there's just one herb in here.
There's a lot of stuff in that room, actually.
Is it in the next room? Oh! It's a shortcut. The heck? Whoa, is that the woolen sleevelet? Epic. Is that Tomu? Hello, Kyobe.
Ah, hi, Kirby.
How are you? Hello.
Alright, it's going back to his nest now.
Oh, heck. Michael's poo-smelling cousin is just playing his little horn.
Oh,
It's
you
a
meeting
September
cats?
release, so it's not that far away. Oh, is the Switch Lite? Yeah, is the Switch Lite not coming out soon? Is it release date for like later this year? Okay, I guess they are going for a Christmas thing. They're just letting the hype build for their slightly lower end console. Big hype. That also means we're not going to get like a Switch Pro announcement forever, which is good. I don't know how I feel about Switch Pro. Because on the plus side, cool, you know, a version that might not have bad frame rate problems, but on the downside, the problem with the Switch mostly is how bad it is with online. You know? That's like a software problem, not a hardware problem. The worst thing would be is if new games on the Switch started to make stuff for Pro. So everyone that bought a normal Switch would be screwed. Because their games would just not run properly. Tomo, I'm really lost. Where is
Just go
he?
back to where you were, in the same place.
I'll go to the central camp. Banana chicken curry? Excuse me? You feeling okay? Such a strange idea.
That sounds pretty good.
Banana curry?
Yeah.
Is that a common thing? Do you
It's
put it in
definitely
right
a
at the
thing.
end, or... Surely it would just go like soggy and weird. I'm not fond of soggy or weird, to be honest.
It's just like sweet. It's like squash curry.
I guess. Well, like banana bread works. And that's not. Like that's good. Oh, Android, hello.
This is a story about a lonely man. He lived
Oh.
in a lonely house,
Is this I'm Blue?
on a lonely street in a lonely part of the world, but of course,
By
he had
Eiffel
the
47.
internet. The internet, as you know, was his friend. You could say his best friend. They would play with each other every day, watching videos of humans doing all sorts of things, having OO with each other, informing people on what was wrong with them and their life, playing games with young children at home with their parents.
Thank you for the 325 bits, Android_Rathalos. Thank you for the strange comment that I thought was going to be I'm Blue by Eiffel 47. And instead was Dabadai.
Die.
Is it Eiffel 47 or what? What is it?
I don't know.
September 20th, same day as Link's Awakening. Oh, hell yeah. I forgot about that. That's gonna be good. Oh, I got 4 phase stones, Tommy. Stream stones. And none of them were unique. Am I meant to get a unique one eventually?
Yeah.
I have like 8.
Damage dealer. Slacking, Willen. You're slacking.
I was lost for half of that, man.
Slacking. That's what I said.
I think the undocked Switch Lite will probably have better specs than the current Switch undocked. I would expect that. Unless they underclock it to make the battery life even better, in which case, no. But it seems likely that it would be equal, if not better. Undocked. Yes, Banku. The problem is, it's a handheld console, but they got rid of like the little flap on the back that makes it into like a little thing.
Gotta keep that flap.
I'm always talking about keeping the flap, Tommy. I hope Slay the Spire has better performance on it. They'll have clocked it to match the normal Switch. Okay. It depends on if it's got the same CPU as the current one or the new one that Nvidia are working on. I suppose. If it's the new one, then... if they make it match the Switch, I guess it will last forever. Does Doggo even drop Wyvern gems?
No, he drops away the Garen chip.
Oh, of course. How's the stream been? It's been alright. Been farming. Nothing too hot.
Another 100 max potions added to the list.
Oh, how many honeys have you got though?
I don't know, but I've got 1,000 mega poop. How many mega potions have you got?
I don't know. How many honeys have you got?
I've got 0. I just used them all.
Oh, I've unlocked the ability to use the brigade stuff. Cool. Oh, I hate it.
Not nice.
What is a Horneter carapace?
It's from the little Horneters. Rhino beetle bugs. That quite large, around the Radaban area.
Okay. What does the full brigade set look like? Ass. Let me have a look. And not ass as in like good.
Oh, for females, it looks good. Let me change to it.
Oh, here we go. No, you look like the bloody lady at the counter. You look like the lady at the counter.
Yeah, exactly, it's good.
She looks like a flight attendant from the 70s.
Yeah, it's good.
No, it's silly.
It's good.
Would you like a drink with that? The male brigade is nicer. It's from
Everyone
the
knows it for the
1975, The Man Who Married a Robot. What hat? Really? Why?
Because they want to be a musketeer.
It looks like a low-tier TF2 sniper hat. Where like nuts and bolts is like 5 keys, because no one wants to wear it. If you turn in the... Yeah, I'm sure if you turn in the 100 coins, but the thing is, I need 1 billion points to do that. Which I don't...
You've got no points.
Which I don't have, yeah. Let's do Rotten Vale.
Yeah, I'll post another question if I...
Lard Monster Capture. Do you reckon he counts as a fanged wyvern? Probably, right?
Yeah, I think he is.
This all said in the male Siri voice. Siri. Doodoo? Where do I hide a body? Doodoo?
Yeah, Kobe.
Shh.
don't
I have
know,
found one option. Try. And then it freezes. You take your glasses off in bed and you can't see a thing. Yeah. Probably how glasses work, I'd reckon. Tomu, when you streaming again?
Yeah, I read that.
He says
That's what the
Right
D
now, he
and
said
the wide
he's-
people sound.
He said he's streaming now. Oh, I downloaded Frankerface Z so I can see like Monka zoom and now and stuff.
There's
Monka
such a
speed.
good emote. Oh, what is this?
Why'd Peepo sad?
There's something like Omega Poggers Crazy something. That's really good.
It's just like a
somebody in the
brown
chat must know
circle.
it.
They photoshopped the mouth to be so big. This is a Tommy stream.
I'm not streaming.
Tommy's
Wait,
live
listen to
right
it.
now. Go find him on twitch.tv/Tommy___/subscribe $25.
I hate that people listen to you.
Are you actually streaming? Tommy's live chat, go watch him. You can see him in his underpants. He's got a webcam on, just pointed at his chest.
But then you can't see me in my underpants.
Doesn't matter.
I could be wearing socks
It's pretty lewd.
on my face.
Ah, yes, like a burglar.
What?
They wear like stockings over their face. Tommy was not streaming in all caps, says Key. Did you actually go to check? Tommy doesn't even have a Twitch account. That's not the real Tommy. That's Tommy's brother, Omut. Well, check Twitch Void for this sexy hat. Sexy hat?
Oh, it's landed me right next to Oda Garen. I guess this works.
I'm watching you on
My
twitch.tv.
speedrun.
You're watching me on what, Team Fortress TV? Why are you on Team Fortress TV? Who hurt you? You checked multiple times because you're gullible. The trick is, Tomu doesn't like any of you, and he doesn't want to stream. That's the truth.
That is the truth.
He just said right now, man, Kyobe especially, stinky, smelly, bad hats.
Honestly, you don't even understand the amount of abuse you get.
Tommy, there's an aeroplane.
It's almost bullying.
Why? He's picking up Woolly Boy. No, he's not. He just teleported away at the last second and it looked weird. Stop screaming, I can't play my horn.
Ah yes, the old miss by a centimetre.
Are you using the greatsword?
I'm always using the great sword.
Is it the best weapon in the game?
No? Today?
What do you reckon the best might be?
All of them.
Oh, there isn't like one single obvious, oh, it's some event item that's obscenely good.
All of them except Lightbow Gun and Hunting Horn.
What do you mean? Hunting Horn's obscenely good. Have you seen the amount of damage I can do?
Heck these support weapons.
Support weapons? What's so supportive about a giant bone hammer? It's so good it doesn't even have enough to spin, yet you can spin. You can dock my Switch anytime. Do you have a higher efficiency when docked?
Death to support weapons.
Isn't docking kind of homo?
Hunting Horn support here, and Sword and Shield is less support than Hunting Horn. The only reason you have like a pseudo support on Sword and Shield is because Sword and Shield is Master Race, so you can do everything.
So where do I find these Vespertoids? Are they in here?
Yeah, they're the bugs.
Are they huge or tiny?
It's right above you. Look up.
I don't
Right
understand.
here. Do you see it?
I just see stalactites.
You're a fucking idiot.
What do you mean? Oh, are they those little flying twats?
I wonder.
God, they're useless. I killed it, it didn't drop anything. Heck. Sword and Shield is not a support weapon, it's just the only weapon that works conceptually as one. Does Hunting Horn not have any support functionality? I'd say in concept it has supportive functionality.
I'm supporting by using a great sword and doing all the damage.
Doing damage. I mean, Greatsword is the only support weapon in the game. My god, he hates being stunned, doesn't he? The Conch in TF2 is a support weapon. It's an enormous team buff. It's like a mini Uber that builds in like 3 rockets. Where is the trap? Oh, it's just Vigor Wasp. I thought that was the trap being set down. That not its tail. I've asked before, but what is
What?
Rathalos is Onoi.
Oh.
Yeah, but you don't spend the fight with a soldier trying to heal people. I don't know, fam. When I'm using the Hunting Horn, I never use my weapon. I just whip crit people and then use the whip repeatedly. Seems pretty team bonusing to me.
There's a tail card.
Did he drop one? Oh yeah. Skiatcha. Or Sciatica. Sciatica? Skiatchka. It's a nerve problem. I see. Nerve in the sense of literal or like nervousness? Hello, Frank. You're watching Tuaru. Awesome. Which one?
Trembled with anger, Frank.
Oh, yet another streamstone that does nothing whatsoever.
Ew, Dragon Seal Jewel. Don't have any of them.
Drain Duel and Suture Duel. Heck. You're watching the first one, the Index. Yeah, it goes depends which order you watch them in. There's like a timeline where they overlap. But the release order was Index 1, Railgun 1, Index 2, Railgun S. I guess you go Index 3 then. Is Accelerator airing now? Or is it next season? Obviously Railgun's better than Index, but Index is still very good. If not extremely confusing. In the legs. Is it like pins and needles? Is it like extreme pins and needles? Isn't it Index, Railgun, Railgun S, Index? The air order is the one I was giving. So the order they were made in and released to the public was Index, Railgun, Index, Railgun, Index. In terms of viewing order, I mean, you could watch it by episodes, because it's arcs, right? So Index is the original one you probably watch first, and then you could probably cut to Railgun for a bit, and then back to Index, and then back to Railgun for a bit, but no one does that. I know people do that with like Monogatari. There's like a preferred watching order you can watch certain episodes in. If you really want to get like the official way through. The same thing with Star Wars, I think. There's like a super cut of the original, not the original, of the episodes 1 to 3. Like the prequels. Oh, I was trying to post one. Like I was like, oh, one hasn't been posted yet. I went on to post a quest, saw that one hadn't been posted, which obviously makes no sense. But no, there's a cut. There's like a torrent cut of Star Wars 1 to 3 into one film that cuts out all the filler, and apparently it's actually alright. What is Star Wars Episode 1? Is that just the one where it's like just a lot of politics and shit?
It's on Naboo.
Whose?
Naboo.
What's the plot of that one?
The plot.
Is there a plot in Star
Got
Wars 1?
the federal trade people.
Oh, that shit doesn't sound very fun. It's the one where baby Anakin does a pod race and annoys everyone. Oh yeah.
I like.
Now, is that when Now This Is Pod Racing is from?
Yeah.
I thought people liked that meme.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. I love pod racing.
Wasn't there like an N64 game with it that people really liked?
Yeah. I have that on PC. So good.
Hello. Right now the insides of your legs are burning. I'll be honest, that doesn't sound very fun. On the list of things that you said your body does, I'm going to add that on the... I'm going to chalk that up to not very good. Sounds horrid. You get on with it. Do you think it ever gets fun? You're like, oh yeah, this again. See what we can do with this. Like, could you do like some brain shit to make yourself associate it with something good? Like, I don't know, sneeze at the same time you're doing it. So you're like, oh yeah, my brain associates this with feeling good. Or like completing a really difficult WAS jig. Like, oh yeah. You never know. By the way, that Vitality Gem is very, very good. It's only a little bit more, but it is all the difference more. Yeah, you make a joke out of it sometimes. Heck yeah. Wow, my entire body just rumbled. It was like, have you eaten food today? Yes, I have. No, before stream I made a, like a thing with a bunch of stir-fried vegetables, and some pasta, and a bunch of mozzarella, and halloumi. Shit was good. Don't know if you could hear it on the stream. That's why I pointed it out. It was like a loud rumble. It was like a Winnie the Pooh rumble.
Save me.
Where are
No,
you?
it's okay. Yeah, it's fine.
I'll distract him over here. Wait, I was going to say, you're still not out. You are a good lad, you know that. Thank you, Kilo. He nommed me. Hang on, is this a runny wall? It is. I know what I'm doing for the next 10 minutes. Is this a PC player using a controller or a rare legit Xbox player? No, it's a PC player using an Xbox controller. I don't own an Xbox. You think I'm made of money? If I owned a console, I'd own a PlayStation so I could play Bloodborne.
Bruh, Beetlejuice just fucking came in and took a hit thing. It was a big hit. I'm very upset.
You feel played like a fool. Ah, heck.
And
You've been got.
getting got in the current year.
The heck. Has he dropped his tail yet?
No. Oh my god, he's come back.
I'm in danger. That's what Ralph from The Simpsons says. Ralph Wigham. Tommy, close your eye. Never mind. I was going to say close your eyes and run over to me. There was a
Close my
zap.
eyes.
That was a zappy boy. You don't want to look, it's scary. There's a lot going on. He does say that. Ralph has like the best quotes of The Simpsons. They're all just extremely good. He's just such a relatable gamer. Yo, who's got a gun?
They've got about.
They seem to be doing a little bit of damage.
Yeah. It's very good against Odegon.
Is he weak to piercing?
Constantly, like stun lock him. No, it's just one of the moves. You can stun lock Odegon if you do enough damage.
Wait, have you been joined by like a raid?
Yeah, I fired SOS.
Oh, right. Why is the ceiling pooing? Oh, Simpson! Very good. Thank you. 5 months.
I choose you for my Twitch Prime sub.
Thank you.
Tail there, by the way.
Also, good name.
Underneath it.
Good use of your name, I should say. Where? Oh, it's like...
Awesome.
Oh, I thought
Tail
this...
should be.
Yeah, like I don't see what I'm carving. I see like the skeleton of the monster below us. I don't appreciate you spoiling the Attack on Titan for me. I was going to watch that. Yo, Tom, I want a special award. There's a greyish phase stone. And I got an Odoragon. Oh, a sullified streamstone.
There you
It
go.
pulses with power, Tommy.
Yeah. You can just speak to the...
I love things that pulse. It's a warriors, Tommy.
Yeah.
Insect glaives and bows. Damn.
Unlucky.
Completely
Way it goes.
useless. Does it count with short bows? Now I know that every character dies in that anime. I was going to watch it blind, because somehow I haven't managed to be spoiled for the last 8 years, but...
It's unlucky, isn't it?
Hold it right there, let me have a look at that. Alright, weirdo. It's supposed to be Simpsons, but I changed accounts and I have to wait until my old account deactivates before putting the S back. I see. Ooh. Argument equipment. I love yelling.
Augment.
Argument. I'm going to argument my mail. Upgrade limit removal. I need a gleaming streamstone. Never mind. Oh! Oh, I could get my ingot vimbraces.
Don't.
Why not? It comes with a health up to me. I'm using them.
Alright, do it. Do it, bitch.
I didn't do it. I did it.
The fuck?
It used one of my 4 bird wyvern gems. Everything needs glowing. We did it. Isn't that big?
Alright,
It's a
I've got-
pretty big spoiler for a show to say this one named character, all of his friends die. Like, what the heck?
I've got a nuts quest for us.
Ooh, I need to get a bunch of things that I don't have and will take 400 hours to find, Tommy. Isn't that exciting?
It's made this one's perfect for us because it gives a lot of rewards, right? It's very good. It's got 3 feints, so it counts for both of our skill level, and it's limited to 2 players only. So only me and you can do it.
Well, that's a good old nut in the trousers, isn't it?
The downside, however, is it is tempered Beetlejuice.
Huh. He's probably quite tricky, isn't he?
He's kind of annoying, isn't he? I need to put away my Rocksteady mantle because it just doesn't help me. It just kills me.
So I have maximized my iron vimbraces for an obscene amount of money and resources. Guess how much more defense I got?
How much more?
12.
Wow.
Also, it said remove limit. Did a
Yeah,
shit
the
job at
limit-
that.
Upgrade limit. That's the limit gone.
Well, I've upgraded it. It says max.
Yeah.
So there is a limit,
Yeah.
and I reached it.
Yeah, you just now. After you upgraded it. Accept the quest, you idiot. Stop running around. Like
Sorry, I'm
hands-
just making faces. I don't even know if people can see me because of the bitrate. I looked at like a bit of my VOD before, and I'm like, wow, my face doesn't move. I look like a bloody, like a 3D model. Which camp did you go to?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll go south then. Do you want to hear a spoiler?
He's found me.
How about instead of that, you post ASCII art of a dog? For example, you can use the will he emote. That works. Hello, hello. Oh god, it's the police. Hello, hello, hello. Cock, I should have eaten. Not like that sentence. It was more like, you know, I am surprised. I should have eaten. Not. Not I should have.
Sips tea.
Yikes.
Oh yeah, this is a capture quest as well.
You a little me? Oh, I got in the middle of nowhere.
The claps.
Nadal and Federer will have at least 3 sets. Sorry, I don't watch football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, football doesn't watch you, punk.
You sure? Chat, do any of you play football? Did the British police say hello ours? Or just say he's got a gun and shoot you? No, our police yell at you and go, hello, hello, hello. What seems to be problem here then, Gov? Alright, yeah.
Plus, if our police shoot you, you literally that ruins their entire job. So
Yeah, they can't really do that.
they
British
unfortunately can't shoot you if they want to keep their job.
kind of sucks, considering Britain has crime.
Yeah, but also we've shot the wrong people.
Quite a lot, yeah. Turns out it's really hard to, like, take back shooting someone.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go, oh shit.
That's why we try to not do it.
Oh yeah. If you just don't shoot them, then they don't get shot, you see.
Yeah, they can still like breathe.
Well,
Like,
you know, if it's a
Sorry.
dead person, not shooting them doesn't let them breathe again, you know?
yeah, but I think if you're shooting a dead person, then you know you've got some other weird things going on with you.
What if you shot him once, he died, and then you shot him again? Does that make you weird for shooting a dead person?
I think so.
What if you're in a zombie film? But not one of the ones where it's like a disease, one of the ones where it's like resurrection.
Why is Beetlejuice so goddamn annoying?
It's very rare in Britain for police to carry firearms. It's usually just like big city, like
Major
London.
cities.
London police have guns. One's around the Houses of Parliament have guns, and I
They
think
believe-
airports.
There's a terrorist attack.
Yeah, people are worried something's
Literally
happening.
A armed gun force in most big towns as well.
I would be very, very surprised if most police places don't
They go
have
around in their van.
some, like, barracks if they need it.
It's
alright, Rathos.
And he's not up here anymore, Willen. He's flown away.
What? No, I just... What?
He's just gone away again.
Ah, Rathalos left his gashes here. How foolish of him. Oh, yes,
Alright,
look, I just got
Rathalos,
a health 3 gem out of that. Useful? Yeah. Asking
Look
out
at
doesn't really
Rathalos.
work on Twitch, yeah. Wait, which one are we fighting? We're fighting Beetlejuice, right? Why is Rathalos everywhere? Where is Bagel?
He's down here. He's rolling in dirt like a dog.
Was he a wooing?
And Rathalos is about to be here.
Yes,
as well,
firearm
which
officer
very annoying.
is a different job. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, big festivals have armed stuff. Like Glastonbury, maybe. Places where there's going to be a lot of, like, drug use. Hammer was a good choice. Hello, Keith. Why do you have an emote with Tracer from Team Fortress?
It's from watching Overwatch League.
How can you watch a league, Tommy? What website could you possibly watch a video game officially? And is there a way to watch another streamer and perhaps give them money every month? Where would that button be found
Twitch
if there
Prime.
were one? What's the benefit of Twitch Prime, Tommy? I hear it gives you a full year of Nintendo
Subscribe to
Online for free.
Your favourite streamers for free, such as...
What about your
Tom
least
on
favourite
Sky
streamer?
Sky. Subscribe to them as well.
Subscribe to twitch.tv/twitch.tv. I'm pretty surprised there isn't a streamer called twitch.tv.
Why
Or
is
that
the
there isn't like an anime waifu called Twitch. Twitch Prime is kind of cool. I agree. Oh, Tomo, I can hook onto a Mandrake.
stupid wasp got in the way?
Yeah. Why would you do this, Doggo? Never mind. I was going to hit him with his zoom, and then he did the one attack that would stop any of them from hitting. But it's okay, because I mounted him. Mario Maker 2 also gives you Switch Online for free, depending on the edition you get. Really? That's smart of them, because that game would be utter arse without online. At least Smash Brothers has, like, use as a party game. Mario Maker without online is just like a level editor for yourself. Woo, lad. Woo. Why he just loves it. Woo. In Smash you can play with bots and then get sad. Hell yeah. Cheating bots that read your inputs, no less. He's charging a huge woo, Tommy.
No, he's very angry.
Now would be a great time for you to pull earplugs out of your ass.
Alright, let me just get them. That's where I store my AirPods.
You have AirPods?
No, I'm
Alright,
not
nerd.
made.
I didn't realise you were like that. It does sound like Tabuscus Woo. Is that what Tabuscus says?
I'm gonna die.
Do you want me to help you? How can I help you?
I'm gonna yoink that wasp.
I'm gonna like flash pod him maybe. Wait, where's he gone?
Oh, he's flying away.
Is it?
He's fucking bombing
Here.
you. What is he doing?
I'm he-eyeing him. There's a
He's not there.
oh, there's some bits of it I didn't get. Some
Lots
loops,
of
brother.
bits. And you want to get his footprints as well.
It's a bit of a weird thing to say.
If there are any. Sniff his feet.
You love the small Misaka. Have you met Final Order? She isn't in Index 1, is she? There's Misaka, and then there's like the Misaka Motos. Last Order isn't in the first one, is it? Is she? Is Last Order in the first season? I thought she was a railgun first thing. She is like a very important character. For a lot of reasons.
Oh,
Not
why?
only just because she's small and cute. Wow, Key. No need to like spoil the entire show. What is it with like Twitch chat and like enjoying something and then casually like completely spoiling it for anyone who hasn't enjoyed it? I was
think
watching.
Everyone's watched it because they like it.
Well, like I watched Truck yesterday for 5 minutes and he was saying, "Oh yeah, I'm enjoying Celeste," but like several times during the stream, random people came in and said, "Oh hey, what did you think about final like event? What did you think about this part of the storyline that hasn't happened yet?" It's like, oh, just casually. It's alright. Bit of a weird thing to say, though. It's like, oh, you know, don't watch Lord of the Rings because you know Sauron's gonna win anyway.
Classic Sauron.
I fucking love Sauron. He's got this big like hat and
What else?
everything. Oh, what the heck? I
Did
went.
you die?
I went from full health to none.
Yeah, likely story.
What?
You're saying you weren't paying attention?
No, I said I had full health. I smacked the dragon, then he hurt me.
I don't think so.
Final Order shows up pretty early. Last Order. She's Last Order. Unless like the manga calls her Final Order. She's Last Order.
Alright, Rathalush.
Or
you
Mini
pay with
Misaka.
your life.
Okay.
Stop. You've committed.
Alright, chat. You know how you all enjoyed Harry Potter? How about I tell you everything that happens in it from what I remember from reading it 10 years ago? I used to reread that like a ton. I think I've read like the first Harry Potter book at least like 50 times. I would reread it every like month.
I love Harry Potter.
I used to like I don't know what it was. I guess I like speed ran reading it. I'd just be like, yeah, this month I'm just gonna reread it again. Or like Alex Rider. But I did Harry Potter like a ton.
I didn't really like Alex Rider.
Did you not?
No.
He had a Game Boy that let him hear through walls when he listened to Rayman.
No.
Isn't that just the coolest? I really enjoyed Alex Rider.
Did you ever
The later
read,
books were worse though. Scorpio was the
Minus-
best one.
I think it's the same author, the Raven Gate series.
No, but I was aware of it. I
I
think
really
I think I owned the book, but I never read it.
But the first book terrified me.
Sorry, I'm
I
poisoned,
might
but I
mess up
can't
the first
cure it. I guess I... Oh, I'm using a nullberry, not the right thing. Well,
Get that antidote out.
I think I just don't have any.
Why are you riding the Rathalos?
Because I can't take damage when I'm riding it.
That's a fair point, you are correct. Meanwhile here I'm dying like an idiot.
That is pretty stupid. So far on Earth, every stupid person is dead.
I think there's some smart people that died as well.
No, wait, prove it. If they're so smart, how come they die?
Albert Einstein.
Tommy, does poison not wear off?
It does.
I don't know, fam.
A very
Keek says
long
he's
time.
pretty alive. Now, what does that say about you? I'm gonna use an
He's
ancient.
not smart. There's always an exception to the rule.
No, there's not. Prove it.
Kayum views that.
Alright, Tommy, when you multiply two numbers together, they get multiplied. What's the exception to that rule, eh? Go on.
If you divide them, they don't.
Oh shit, you're right. You're right, fam. Alright, when is it not a Wednesday, my dude?
On a Thursday.
How do you come up with this?
I'm just that smart.
You're solving every problem.
And that's why they call me Tommy the Problem Solver.
Alright, Tommy the problem solver.
I'm
Why
a builder.
can our generation not afford housing?
Because we suck.
Is it because we haven't invested our parents' billions and billions of pounds they earned in the
Because we
housing
don't put the
estate
effort in. We're too busy playing video games
and eating feta?
and eating better.
That's probably why I'm poor, right?
And complaining about the housing market.
I've definitely spent at least £100 on feta cheese in my life. It's only like 30 blocks. I've definitely bought like at least 30 blocks. And I would never have it any differently. How much of ZFG do you watch? I mean, because I'm streaming a lot, not like literally all of his streams, but he is like one of the only streamers I watch. Like, if I'm watching a Twitch stream or a Twitch VOD, it's usually a ZFG VOD.
You running out of that?
And I've been watching him for a while. No, actually, I've got full health. What do you mean? I've got more health than you.
I went to heal you.
Oh, thank you.
Friend, it's bullied me.
2 plus 2 is just a poor man's 2 times 2. Change my mind. How do you know? Who have you been speaking to that told you that? Did he just poo on the floor, Tommy?
No, I did.
One thing about Index is the magic system, which is super confusing. What do you mean? It's what's confusing about a completely arbitrary system where every episode they make up a new rule and add it to the system? Or where some things work but some things don't, but then some things do work but then they don't. Like how Railgun has the ability to manipulate electricity, so that means a lot of things, but not some things, but like a lot of weird things, but not a lot of not weird things, you know? And how come some of these level 1s have abilities that sound like they should be like level 3s, and some of these level 3s have like useless abilities? What's up with that? That's not I mean, no, Railgun stuff isn't magic, but the magic stuff is like... They're always adding new stuff. Like, Index 3, so much goes on with, like, magic and shit. It is called a certain magical index, I guess.
Do you not have any flash buds?
Some things affect Toma, but others don't. I do, yeah.
Oh,
There you
okay,
go.
Well, no.
He's been
When
flashed.
Beetlejuice was flying, it did. When Beetlejuice is flying,
Nah, fam, I'll get him now. Easier. See, got him.
I fainted.
Got him good. He just got beamed, Tommy.
I'm gonna blame you for that one.
How so? The thing with
'Cause I don't wanna
Toma
blame myself.
is you learn more about him as the season goes on. He's also an extremely cool main character. I like him. I like Toma. Also because he's cool. And nice. But he's
Not
nice
Timmy.
to be nice. He's not nice for like another reason. He's just nice. He's like... Yeah.
Do you wanna get him with the flash blood?
Oh, you want me to flash him? Alright,
Because he's in the air.
got him. Wait, did that actually hit him? I flashed the Rathalos. I was intending to like miss him and just hit the Rathalos. It hit the boy all the way over here. They have way more range than I thought. You haven't watched any
Oh,
Index
don't kill me
3?
again.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. Watch it whenever you get round to it. Tommy, what's with this lewd aura?
What, do you have brown on you?
It's a weird thing to say, Tommy. Sorry, that was a strange thing to ask.
First thing that comes to mind.
How does Biri attack him, but when does the teleport girl decide to use her power on him doesn't work? It's whatever touches his arm, right? So, like, pretty sure you could just, like, you know, not hit the arm.
I
It's
don't
a
even know
weird.
if it's close, but I'm just testing. No, it's not.
I mean, hit him more. The thing with it is you learn more as the show goes on, what is super effective and what isn't. And a lot of the time it feels like, you know, the characters aren't necessarily fighting for their lives constantly. Like, Railgun doesn't actually have any reason to literally kill all these characters that she's, like, zapping. Oh, I'm gonna die, Tommy. Goodbye, my friend.
If you die, then
It was
we die.
nice to know you. We had a fun time together. Oh, max potion. Never mind, I'm completely fine.
Alright, I also got a life powder on you as well. So.
Well, see, I'm pretty sure Kuroko was holding his weird hand. I don't remember how descriptive they are early on. You see, I don't try to spoil things. Ha ha hee. No, really though, I don't remember how explicit they are early on with like how they are. I mean, the Bukkake is basically a baby shower, is an incredibly old like Skype status meme. It's nothing new. Tommy,
It's so difficult, dude.
my character's like, it's just smacking its forehead.
I was getting up and being stunned.
They just say he has thingy on hand. Haha.
Oh, this is a good kill screen though.
I can't really make heads or tails of what's going on. I think those are my arms or my legs.
Let me, I need to send this one to you.
Okay. It's uncomfortable to think about. Well, not if you consider the fact that sperm's only half a baby, so Bukkake's more like a half baby shower. Halfway there. A semi, if you will. A semi shower. More like running your hands under the sink, really, than a shower. It's not abstract art. I would not consider it art. You
I
might.
put it in the Discord. I'm also gonna copy that and send it to.
Oh,
chat.
bloody hell. The NPC just screamed and sneezed and I got really surprised. I didn't know what that was. Right, so you've got this thing from Tomu. Yeah, that is pretty good. You can see the exact moment where your character dies.
Look at the cat.
That's good. That's good. Wasn't there something in Twitch Void I needed to look at? Oh, it's the male hat. It does look like a musketeer hat, I guess. Some people think a baby shower is literally going to see where a baby has a shower. That would be pretty monkerous, I'll be honest.
I am not allowed to type.
You're not, it's against the law.
What the fuck? Alright, game. Bet you're doing it to me. You're preventing me from typing. How does one open Imgur without being able to get to Imgur? That's what I want to know.
You know what I want to know?
Alright, I've figured it out.
The answer to life. Monka TOS. Wait, are you still in the game?
I don't know, am I?
I'm going to use an unpredictable platter. Who knows what it's going to be? I'm going to guess it's going to be a very predictable platter. Yep. It looks the exact same as all the others.
There you go, chat. It's pretty epic.
Wait, you uploaded it to image. Tomu! Look at the URL for that Imager link.
It's in caps as well, it stands out.
That's very good. For your three. It's extremely good. ZFY3. My favourite Legend of Zelda speedrunner.
Well, the sword is my body. But it's just the angry boy.
Excuse
His face.
me? Thank you. Hey, Tommy.
Hey, woman. Oh no.
Pretty good. My character keeps hugging you, Tomu. She just like leans over and just goes like, yeah. Tomu has good thighs. No, no, I wouldn't say so. You can't really see her
Better than
thighs
yours.
here.
I mean, you can.
You see like the sides of her like upper shin.
See them. What are you talking about?
You see her upper shin. Doesn't count.
What are you talking? You can literally see where.
Can't
her
see
knees are,
anything.
which is instead of
Literally
top.
nothing there.
You're an idiot. I hate you.
Do you want to do another mission?
No.
Alright, cheater. I
What's
won't.
the button again?
I'm gonna use B. It's B. I hear mouse clicking! Imagine
Thank you.
cheating. Imagine cheating so loudly it gets picked up on the microphone.
Seems easy.
Imagine
Nobody's caught me
cheating.
yet.
We have video proof. Can I submit this to Square Enix and get you banned?
I don't think Square Enix can do anything.
Yeah, they can. They'll ban you. Dumbo,
Capcom.
dumbo. Post the quest.
I don't want to do that quest again.
Do a different one then.
Okay. What a solution?
What if Square Enix
Why
started
is it
making
50?
cake and called it Square? Oh, Tomu, to upgrade my hand, I didn't even look. To upgrade the handicraft gem further, I need one more Xenoclaw and a Dragon's Core ore. How do you get Dragon Core ore, Tomu? I don't have any. Do you just get it from mining?
Yeah. It's a rare one.
Okay. But I could make that eventually if we do another Xeno in the future.
A post quest.
You're only cheating yourself. Tommy was cheating in the wrestling minigame by using a mouse as well as his button to double his inputs.
Final Fantasy remake. You mean 7?
Are they remaking 7?
I bought World of Final Fantasy in the sale. So
What
I'm
is
gonna
World
play
of
that.
Final Fantasy?
It's Pokemon, but Final Fantasy.
Sorry,
you'd
you're gonna have to
actually
go
like
further
it.
than that.
I
Can
think
you
it's
catch
Pokemon, but
slimes?
Final Fantasy. Yeah.
That does sound cool.
I think you'd actually like it, because I just going through it, and like lots of the cutscenes. Man, Woolen would just be smiling whilst playing this game.
Are there cutscenes of cute dogs and girls with thick
It's
thighs?
just, it would make you smile and laugh.
Can we do it multiplayer?
No.
Guess I'm not
it's a
playing it
single-player
then.
game.
Imagine playing a single player game in 2019. Oh cock, I pressed the Xbox button. Okay, I might play it when Tommy dies in like 86 years, if I outlive him. Tommy will probably outlive me though, he goes outside.
I think that's why I die, isn't it? Get hit by a car.
A car in the garden? You mean like a tractor? Being very slowly ran over. What are you eating?
So West flared.
What are you eating there? Is this a tempered one?
Yeah.
What do you call a curvy reinforced dragon? Arc tempered. Thanks. I'm here every Tuesday. That's terrible, ban him.
But you're
They've
not
been...
here every Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. It's the one day I'm not here. One of the 2 days I'm not here, even. Have they been remaking 7 for 5 years? We might.
Yeah.
We might. We'll play it if, like, Tommy just dies all of a sudden. Like, if he just wakes up one dead and... There you go. One dead. There you go. If he just wakes up and he's like, oh shit. My brain and my heart have stopped.
Break the bastard's wings.
Let me try.
An anime has joined.
Good. We need more fellow human beings here. I hope Tomu brain and heart stops soon. Honk at ass.
I don't think it coincides with the game coming out. Though.
Wait, can my hammer break his wing? Is it just any dull thing? You don't have to slice it.
Today, the wing needs to take damage.
I'm gonna go back to the base and craft some poison resistance.
Yeah, there's only one feint here as well.
Makes it difficult.
Well, there's 0 feints here. If you feint, you lose.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you saw this, but cut my life into cheeses. This is my last Brie sort. Brie sort is my favourite French sorting algorithm. Big fan of it. Let me in. Well, should you watch Senko and Daughter? Read for my daughter and Senko-sen. I've solved it for you, don't worry.
Did I eat?
Oishi. Sorry, this loadout just, for some reason, straight up just doesn't have bloody herbal medicines in it. That's quite silly. Okay.
I don't think I ate, you know.
Only tails need sharp weapons. Wings are broken by piercing. Heads by blunt, tails by sharp. I don't know, you can watch, like, the Senko-san anime is good, but the manga is different. If you enjoyed the anime even a tiny bit, read the manga. It's good. But the anime was good. It has, like, a good intro, where she's inside, like, a washing machine, and the tail fluffs, and you're like, you know, that's pretty good. Also, I didn't realise this until literally like, the last chapter, but during the intro there's a thing that happens that only happened in the last chapter of the manga, where she gets like a smartphone and accidentally takes pictures because she's an old woman and doesn't understand technology. It's quite funny.
Relatable.
No, but they make like a point where one of the neighbour character comes over and says, "Oh, Senko, you know, you got a smartphone. Oh, it looks like you've already accidentally taken some photos." And she was like, "Oh, let's not look at those." And it does look like a cat has like accidentally taken photos. It's quite funny. Do you remember what Giguk said? Who is Giguk? Only watch Demo D. If you like, you know, why are you watching any of the?
Does he make videos anymore?
I don't know what he does. He hasn't. I think he's made videos in 2 years, maybe 3. He's made like 1 or 2 like random.
Yeah, I think Giguk does the videos now.
Do we like him? I thought he was like a weirdo. I thought all anime YouTube channels were weird, except for Kizuna Ai. I don't know. She says repeatedly. It never gets old. When you hear the words 800 words fox, you know something dodgy is up, and you hope it's not your penis. I would ban him. I would block him permanently. He clearly hasn't read the manga and misunderstands the point of it. It is a wholesome, healing manga. And cozy. He sounds like a right twerp. Can you please smack me to wake me up? I will die, and you cannot die in this mission.
I cannot smack you, I am being smacked.
Thanks for rushing to my aid.
I throw life powder.
Don't worry, I have health now. Oh, there's another monster. I did it, Tommy. I don't know how I did it without even touching the monster. Pretty incredible. Oh, I've got slinger bombs, Tommy. I think we can capture the monster now. After that, he said the show is fan service for the soul. Hence why I think the show's completely different to the manga, where it was a bit more fan servicey. The manga was just a cute manga about a man who likes fluffy tails and is sad.
A ruby. That's my 5th ruby. Did
I got some stones, Timothy.
you get Dragon Core or? Because I did.
No, I got a slider duel 2. And a flight duel.
I got a grinder.
Loot.
A
Grinder? I hardly know her.
Grinder's pretty good.
What does Grinder do? Is that like spin attacks?
It lets you speed up your sharpening time.
Yo!
If you need to sharpen, it's okay.
That sounds really useful.
Considering a lot of the sets and with the Draken set, you sharpening,
I'm always sharpening.
it's kind of meh.
Diablos Shatara. Slider. I have 2 slider duel 2 Tomus. Tomu. Yeah, Tomu's works.
Do they stack?
Obviously. I don't
So
know.
how many levels does it have? 1 or 2? 3?
They don't stack. Fuck. It only mentions there being level 1, yet mine is a slider
Yeah.
duel 2.
No, so it's a rank 2. So it fits into a 2 slot or a 3 slot.
Alright, cheater.
But it's only got 1 level of effectiveness, so you can only use it 1 time in your armor. Otherwise, the other times won't do anything.
How about a gobbler duel?
I'll gobble.
Stone thrower, Tomu.
No.
Stone thrower.
I'll throw a stone in your face in a second.
That would hurt. Senko-san spin-off
No.
but with Priscilla from Dark Souls. What, like, you want her, like, scaly dragon feet? Is that what it is? I don't know how I feel about that. Scaly dragon feet. Very Dark Souls. Alright, whatever. What are we doing, fam?
Don't know.
Do you think I've got enough points to buy soft soil?
No.
Fluffy dragon tail. Hell yeah. Oh, there's a good harvest of honey today, Tommy. Let's do that.
What rank are you?
Weird thing to ask.
47. Oh, we're close. We'll try and get to 49.
We're so close. Yeah, I'm ranked 47. How did you know? Are you a cheater?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom, I have defense 440.
Faint 1 time. We can do this.
How large are the bees in Monster Hunter? Not
A
the
Beetle
bees.
Quest with faint 1 time.
My
Sounds good.
fam, as long as there's sliding surfaces that I can yeet off of, this is all I've ever wanted.
It's
can't
got
eat-
Odegarin, it's got Beetlejuice. They're both tempered.
Are you
Faint
tempted?
1 time.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Feline Dung Master, my favourite. Something about this overworked adult coming home to fluff her tail is charming. I don't like his use of words.
I'd fluff my tail.
Sounds like you're describing masturbation, Tommy.
Do you know what a fluffer is? Are you joining the quest? What are you doing?
I don't know, I was just listening to you talk about your penis. Hi chat, hello Osel.
Do you know what a fluffer is?
Is it something you put in your penis?
No.
It's sounding,
It's
isn't
a
it,
job
Tommy?
in the porn industry.
Oh, it's the... Yeah, I've heard of it, actually. It's
Yeah.
the person who, like, gets them ready.
Yeah, well, it's the person that keeps them rock solid.
Oh, is it? I thought it was the initial.
Yeah, that's a job.
God, imagine, like, your job being to, like, wank other people off.
Off screen.
Ugh. You don't even get to be the
Yeah.
celebrity. You can't go like, oh yeah, I was in Big Booty Babes 4. Oh really? What scene were you in? I loved that one. Oh, I was in the background. I was in the back scenes, you know, doing lighting. Closet gay. Yeah, it'd be pretty gay, wouldn't it?
I don't think so.
No?
If
There
you
was
say straight, then it's not. Right?
Who's yeah, as long as you're wearing socks. Who's the British bloke who in like the
Michael McIntyre.
1990s, not Michael McIntyre,
I thought you were just going to talk about people who are definitely gay, but say they're not gay.
Why are you...
And
Wait, do we
pretend
need to
they're
kill
not gay
him?
because They have children. Yeah, got killed 2.
Oh. Wait, 2 Odoregons?
No,
Okay.
2 monsters. Get woke is waiting to join the quest.
Who's the kind of nerdy British guy with, like, fuzzy hair from, like, the 80s, 90s, who had his TV show where he, like, went around looking at things like cults and weird subcultures? He has a show, like, his show's on Netflix now.
Louis
I watched
Theroux.
yeah, Louis Theroux. I think the Louis Theroux porn episode talked about it. Where, like, it turns out, like, a bunch of the men in the male, on male shows would otherwise not really be doing it, but they get paid such an obscene amount that they just kind of put up with it.
Oh yeah, that's
And they
true.
get to, like, travel. Like, I think in that episode, they're in, like, a mountain ski resort somewhere, so they get, like, a free ski holiday for just having to be gay for, like, an hour.
Look, there's loads
And, like, a
people
ton
that
of
enjoy
money.
their office, but they still do it. Just because you don't, you know, just because somebody isn't enjoying getting fucked in the ass by another man, they still do the job, right? It pays enough.
Yeah, that was essentially what they were getting at.
Yeah, like, but it's no different to not enjoying an office job. Doing.
Well, like, the worst part, the weirdest part for me was how, like, the intro to the episode was a female actress, and her husband is in, like, the back scenes, like, watching her. Like, how can you be married and be a porn actress? How does that work?
Just have different view.
They have a very different approach to it to me. It was quite interesting, really. See how different people are. Because they just all consider it work, don't they?
Yeah.
That would be a handful. Yeah. Extremely good comment. Wait, do we need to kill the pickle?
Yeah. The pickle? There is no pickle.
What do you mean?
What pickle are you looking at?
This is a winged air pickle.
I don't think so. I think it's the bomber.
What did you call it?
The bomber.
Bomber? Please stop yelling at me. I'm just trying to yeet off the side. What is this?
It's the bow move.
Many just completely separate it. Well, no, the big problem that they brought up was, like, a lot of the people in the porn industry, like, they have, like, a death center. Like, they don't care. Like, there was the male, like, the nice boy, who was like, yeah, I just, like, don't care. Because there was, like, you know, there's obviously a big problem with you might just, like, die. You might get, like, some horrible STD. And he was like, you know, I just don't care. And some of them are like, oh, yeah. Like, nothing is fun anymore in life. It is just a job.
I'm gonna die. Oh.
Are you? On the list of things that I enjoy, dying is just down there. Way, way down there.
I still might die, actually.
Imagine being in, like, a French kitchen where they're all, like, on coke just so they can cook the pancake in, like, 2 seconds. Like, being yelled at constantly. And having to, like, memorize orders in, like, half a second. My god, I love that hammer. Oh, goodbye. I feel like I should add a stun gem. Oh, yeet. I just, like, yeah, it said yeet as a swear word. I didn't even mean to.
There you go.
Danke.
Oh, yeet. Oh, heck.
So yeah, chat, how many of you have, like, a heroin addiction?
Me.
Really? What's that like?
I'm addicted to heroines. That saved me.
Sounds bad.
No, it's good. They wear, like... They all have, like, nice armor.
Nice armor.
Yeah.
How so? You mean like it doesn't do
Heroin.
its job very well? It just has, like, huge holes in it for no reason.
Yeah.
Oh. I still need to finish Dog Days. I watched the first 2 seasons of it and enjoyed the heck out of it, like, 6 years ago. And then I was like, oh heck, I need to watch the movie before I can watch season 3. And I find it really hard to find the arse to watch anime movies. Even though it's basically just like watching a few episodes. Please smack me, I'm going to death.
You know you die.
No. Good. Heck.
I heal you?
I think I'm good. There are some good movies. But the problem is with also stuff like Hayate, the Combat Butler. I really liked that. I watched like 100 episodes of it, and then it was like, oh, you need to watch the movie next. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that. And that was a few years ago. Because Crunchyroll has the next season of Hayate after, you know, all the others. And I really did like it. Tommy, these bugs have infinite health and they're just floating here in midair.
They don't have infinite health.
Tommy, I've smacked them for like 1,000 damage each.
I don't think you have. I don't know why you're smacking
They're
them.
they're not moving, Tommy. They have infinite health. They actually just do.
I don't think so.
You love that series. What, Hayate? Tommy, do you not see me over here?
I don't know what you're doing. I don't know where
Have
you
I had
are.
a network problem? Because none of you are moving.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
probably why. I see Madras over here just walking in thin air. The monster's not moving. Wait, do you think I can kill the monster?
No, because it'll have so much health.
Well, I mean, it's not moving and I'm not taking any damage. What do I look like I'm doing? Am I just invisible?
You've gone. You're out the thing. So I can see.
Tommy, I'm weirded out. I feel like I've been like a time stop.
Yeah, well, you won't be able to finish the quest.
Do 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 do
You won't be able to join the quest.
Connection to the session has been lost when I hit return.
Yeah.
But the monster instantly died. Heck yeah. Your traumatic DB experience.
Dragon Ball?
Is that it? Oof. I feel like I should
Oh, somebody died anyway.
I feel like I should move my desktop. It's way too hot. Like it's just by my. It's been by my right leg for the last few weeks of streams, and it's heck. It's heck to me. Oh, do I have to go to the board to join your game?
No, you can't join it. Well, yeah, you have to join
Online
it.
sesh.
But I'm thinking of going to bed anyway.
Oh, that works as well. Whoa. Oh. We ending it there then?
Yeah.
Can't believe it's been 3 hours. This game's so good. Oh, you're there. Tommy, you're here.
Yeah, I know. And then abracadabra. I'm gone.
No, you're still there, fam.
No, I'm gone.
Sorry, Turbo Boner. I'm tired and I need to pee. Or maybe I have a better excuse than that. You've just woke up. Fam, you're 3 hours late. What the heck? I'm gonna go to bed? No, I'm not gonna go to bed. I'm gonna end the stream. What am I gonna do after though? Am I gonna make toast? Or Weetabix? My body was like Weetabix. It went like like that.
I'm probably going to play Skyrim until 3 AM.
My Skyrim.
I like Skyrim.
Why aren't you playing this?
Because they can't talk to people more than 1 hour.
Alright. Well, whatever. Good night, chat. Watch Tomu's stream. He's live right... No, he's
No.
not. He's not live. No. Alright.
Stop this. I hate this meme.
Go subscribe to Tomu. Oh, Tommy, your character finally left as I got a connection to the session has been lost.
Oh.
First time I will have to see the end. Well, the streams usually do end. So far, most of them have ended. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks for watching.
I hope he went to check again.
I'll see you tomorrow on Tomu's channel on stream.vid.io.net, the new platform I'm making. It'll be like Twitch in every single way except Tomu will be on it. Tomu, Spy Guide Part 3 when?
Just trick stab people.
That's not even real. How do you know? Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream. Good night. See you tomorrow. Should I host something? Or just let it go?
I don't know. I'll host someone.
Well, I've clicked off my dashboard now, so I'm fucked. Alright, good night,
You
chat.
just need to do it from chat.